Hey, yo, listen to another show on the 4Odd Radio Network. For more shows, you can go and check out 4oddradio.com. Alizé.
Hey listeners, Eric here, also known as Trekkie B47, from the Starfleet Escape Podcast and the Ranger Command Power Hour. The more phenomenal episode you're about to listen to is brought to you by Raven Designs, illustration and design that fit your personality. For samples and inquiries, visit ravencruise.com.
You're listening to a new episode that's inappropriate and appropriate.
Turn down for what? Turn down for what?
Turn down for what? We're recording. Hey guys,
What's up, guys?
welcome back to another episode of Appropriately Inappropriate, episode number 68. Do we have a special one for you? First off, right off the bat, I'm Kevin Elliott, and you're listening to Appropriately Inappropriate, which is just a comedy podcast. We bring in our comedy friends and we tell a bunch of stories and laugh and bullshit and hope you enjoy yourself. I co-host. Well, first you can follow me on Twitter at Kevin_Elliott. My co-host Nancy is way too into the computer screen and won't stop looking at it.
Because you're in my spot. I just want to make sure this is all going well.
Everything's going. I got it.
All right.
So,
I
Nancy,
trust you.
Introduce yourself.
All right, I'm Nancy. You can follow me at, what's that thing I'm on? Instagram. So Nancy Garrigus at Instagram, I guess? I'm not sure.
No, it's
Okay,
N. Garrigus.
N. Garrigus at Instagram. Okay. I finally have something you can follow me on, so there
Holy
it is.
shit. One of these weeks, you're going to get it right.
I'll get it
it's
right.
mind-blowing.
Okay.
Our guests this week, we have two. They've been on the show before. You've heard them in the past. We brought them both back at the same time to have a lot of fun with them. We got Richie Martin and Michael Palladino. Welcome to the show, guys.
We in here. We in here. We about to do it. All right.
Where can people follow you? What do you have coming up? Dates? Anything you want to plug? Do it now.
Go first, Richie. Okay. Well, you can follow me on Twitter at Richie's Got Jokes.
He does.
Richie's with an S, Richies. There's not a T in there, which everyone likes to do, which is stupid. And that's also Instagram. And you should come check out Stand Up Scottsdale on the weekends. We just open up the room. Whoever wants to come in can come in. And we're going to assault you with comedy. Vicious assaults of jokes.
Can they
Can't
sue
beat that.
for that?
They can. We have no coverage or liability whatsoever. So
I like it.
We are just buying our time.
Good deal.
Happy Thanksgiving.
It's a great room, guys. And even if you're looking to do comedy for the first time or whatever, show up. Do it, man. That's where we
Don't
work.
expect time,
Quit being a
but
pussy.
show up.
Yeah, show up. All right, Palladino.
What up, dude?
Where can people find you?
Pretty much in my house right now, lying in my bed. They can find me on Instagram at Mikey Palla, MikeyPalla. You can find me on Facebook. I'll be your friend, probably. Palladino is how you spell Palladino. Palladino. And I also have a show on the Slam Crack Network called Lists of Fury that you could check out on YouTube. It's my hour-long talk show, debate, pop culture roundtable discussion show.
And it is awesome.
Oh, thank you, man.
So
Appreciate
cool.
it.
Richie's been on it. It is.
Yeah.
Three of them because I just dominate.
Dude,
fools.
it's so cool, though.
I think I'm going to get rid of the returning champion feature because I don't want any more Richie.
I ruined it.
Yeah, people. Your sidekick is so funny. Richie's not my sidekick.
He's the Ken Jennings of List of Fury.
Yeah, dude.
What? Explain what it is.
List of Fury is a show where basically we count down the top fives in a given category. So far, we've done like top 5 biggest badasses in movie history. We've only done 3 episodes. The second one, we started to go a little bit different, and we came up with, for our Halloween episode, top 5 dead celebrities you want to smoke weed with. And then
Very Halloween.
I was having a lot of
It's got dead people in it.
yeah, like ghosts and zombies and shit.
Yeah.
And then the third one, we were like, I was a little disheartened by the fact that I kept having just straight dudes on the show. I wanted to get more.
You wanted gay dudes?
Well, I wanted more diversity in some way. I wanted, especially,
So
I wanted
Richie
to get
is
some.
coming back.
Yeah, Richie is coming back. That's
Coming
yeah.
back and coming out.
There
Kevin.
you go.
You heard it here first, exclusive.
Well, this is weird.
But so then, since I wasn't able to get any women on the show, I decided to reach out and do top 5 male celebrities that you would totally let bang your girl. Because I figure women would have liked that, just like extending the olive branch and just being a cool guy in general. And that went over pretty well.
That is a
Who did
nice
people
gesture.
pick?
Isn't it though?
Yeah.
It was
Reaching out.
it was me, Rob Maybe, Jason Hill, and who was the third? It was Richie. Yeah. And it's just 4 guys talking about hot dudes. I mean, it's not gay or anything, but it was fun. Yeah.
Justin wasn't
That's
there?
your opinion.
Yeah. No, I mean, it was good.
No, it was fun. It was incredibly gay.
Who did you pick? Who was your number one?
Number 1, I think, was Matthew McConaughey.
Really?
Yeah.
That was the winner?
Yeah.
Really?
Because he's kind of gay, so it'd be like no
I
big
thought it
deal.
was Gosling or
We tried to get Gosling
Channing
might have
it
been
was
number.
Gosling versus Brad Pitt. There was a
I
Gosling
just
versus
shouted
was
him
number
out
Pitt
as if
matchup.
I'm
No,
Sure,
that
is
was
it?
number
Anybody-
3.
I wanted to bring him up. Brad Pitt.
This is exactly how the
Ryan
show went.
Gosling
This
got
guy's
thrown
going
in
there.
way too early. I only got 1 on the list because he had to make sure I didn't win again and get on the
Okay.
show again.
Is
But
that why?
I got The Rock?
That's
I got The
speed
Rock
round.
on the list.
Oh, I like The Rock.
Right?
Yeah.
So I'm just
I
saying
like
he's
that.
got
See?
a
You see what I'm
heart of
saying?
gold,
Right here.
Yep.
and he's got a body of steel.
I'm not
Right.
into big guys, but every
Do you-
now and then I
Do
think
you
it'd be
remember
fun.
the top
Plus, he
5
seems like a
that made it?
sweetheart.
He does.
Big
Because I want to
The
see
last
if
one?
Nancy agrees.
I want to say Matthew McConaughey was number 1. Number 2 might have been.
Matthew
Yeah, The Rock.
McConaughey.
It was The Rock, wasn't
Go
it?
fuck your girlfriend.
All right.
The Rock was 1 through 3.
cool.
Maybe time is a flat circle.
All right, why don't you hear your list?
Number 3 was The Rock.
Thought he was number 2.
Hey, buddy.
No, number 2.
relax.
Number 2. Yes. Okay. So number
He's
3
your
was
number one.
was Ryan Gosling.
He actually wasn't, but okay.
I don't know. You know what? I don't want to say. Go look it up. Go watch the show. How
Good
about
call.
that? Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
good call.
Fuck you
That's
guys.
awesome,
No
man.
Get some more
spoilers
eyes on
this
that.
show.
Yeah.
You
But it
lazy
was cool.
bastards.
It started out in this thing where just be like top 5 badasses in movie history, top 5 horror movies, and then like we started thinking of weirder categories, and it's like really fun to do that. And like you see that on your Facebook feed, like top 5 guys you let bang your girl. I mean, come on, you're an idiot if you don't click that. Fucking come on, man. That's a fun way to spend an hour.
It
Check
is.
it out.
I love it.
An
gotta
idiot
get you
or a
on there,
man
man.
with self-respect.
I would love to be on there.
Either
I
one.
really
Someone who's got things to do, I guess.
would. Sorry.
We'll get
yeah,
you
we were
on.
trying to schedule, and it's like, when can you come on? I'm like 4 Saturdays from now.
If you
Like,
said that,
yeah.
I would have penciled that in. But I don't know. Things happened.
Yeah,
You've
yeah.
been a little busy?
Yeah, I've been a little busy.
What's been going on, man?
Well, I got into a car accident.
With Richie?
Not with Richie. Richie's my driver now, though.
Nice.
Yeah, he's my
and
chauffeur.
he's my Miss Daisy
Yeah,
Aw.
yeah.
That is so sweet.
for life.
Yeah, man. Palladino
Miss
has been
Daisy for
locked
life.
up, not in jail, but
I
in
have
like
been locked up.
a rehab facility or something for like a month.
They called it a rehab facility. It was a nursing home. That's what.
Yeah,
it
it was
with,
a hospice.
with the little gym where you could do curls with a 5-pound weight, and that's the rehab part. And I'm not knocking the staff there; they were pretty cool, but yeah, it was not a fun way to spend 30 days. It
Man,
was
a
like being-
full month in there.
I go there, and yeah, it was like sold to me as this place. Like, yeah, you'll go here because I spent 5 days in the hospital after it. I should tell people I got into a bad car accident and I broke my left tibial bone just below my knee. So no walking until probably February, and then I cracked the right side of my pelvis. And yeah, pretty bad. And so I spent 5 days in the hospital and then 30 days in rehab. And it was sold to me as like, yeah, you'll go to this place and we'll work you out and you'll just, basically spend a lot of time just chilling, watching TV, but we'll pull you into rehab or like the physical therapy for an hour. And yeah, and I was like, okay, cool. And I get there and it was straight up a fucking nursing home with like 80% of the people there were dementia, old people.
Oh no.
A couple gunshot victims. Some
That's how we met.
Yeah.
I was one of the gunshot victims.
Richie was like,
I
check
put
this
him on
shit
my
out.
list.
Just 4 of them, though. Just
some,
4.
some people that were morbidly obese, and then some people that
That's
came
also
back
how we
from
met.
Afghanistan.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Couple
What I said,
Afghanis?
No, people who fucking like our boys who lost pieces of themselves over there.
shit.
Yeah, and that kind of bummed me out that they were getting the same treatment as the morbidly obese. But yeah,
Treatment nonetheless.
I
We're
know.
people too, Mike. We're people too.
I love Mike says they,
talking about,
they
like,
sold it to
they
me
can't
like it
do
was going to
shit.
be a great place. Like, where else are you going to go?
Like it's a sandals resort.
Oh, it was
have
like
slides,
Wait on
water
you.
like
slides.
you guys know because you have kids, but like when you're trying to
Buffet.
sell an idea on
They
your
kept
kid.
trying to sell me a timeshare. I got 30 days in this rehab center.
You know when you're trying to sell like a bad idea to your kid, and you're like, "Ooh, you get to go to the science center. Like, you're trying to hype it up. Like, it's going to be fun. You're going to like. That's how it was. It was totally just like, you're going to have so much fun here. It's going to be great. You're going to love this place. And I get there and I was just like, what the fuck is this? Like, are you serious?
Okay, but so they tell you that. Still, what in your mind is it like? Do you think of it as more of a resort? Like,
no, not really. I didn't think it was going to be like passages in Malibu or whatever. Like, I thought it would be like, at least some people my age and just like
Lohan or something in there.
Yeah, or at least people in like their middle age. It was so many 90-year-olds sitting in the hallway in wheelchairs babbling, and like.
That's why they call you Michael Bad Expectations Palladino.
They call me that?
It's a weird nickname.
Yeah.
You've had
You
that
haven't
for
heard
a while.
Yeah, every show I do on it is like Bad Expectations show.
So yeah, you got the walker now.
I got the
walker.
walker.
So at least you're upright.
I prefer the walker to crutches.
For sure, dude. I had to do crutches one time, and it hurts.
Everybody's telling me like, why aren't you rocking crutches? You got to be like, I don't care if this makes me look like an old man. Like, I could do stuff with my hands if I'm like if I'm like at a desk or something, like if I'm standing up, like I don't understand why it's been decided that crutches are the way you're supposed to go. Like,
I have a question though. Do you even lift?
Not really,
because crutches are for bosses.
That's what people are saying to me, but I don't. If that's what a boss is, I don't want to be a boss.
Maybe just up your protein intake.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Glad
Glad we had this talk.
Thanks. We'll talk about this more on the ride home.
Okay.
I was looking at in the back seat.
Sorry.
And then you said you had one more surgery to do, and then you're.
No, I actually don't. Oh yeah, I had knee surgery. Yeah, I got rushed into the ER. It was one of those things where it's like CAT scan, X-ray, this ultrasound, and then I get hooked up with this big bag of Dilaudid, and then the guy was like, well, you're not going to walk for at least 10 weeks, but you don't need a surgery. And I was like, oh, shit, okay. Well, good news and bad news. And then 2 weeks in, I go to see this guy, and he's like, yeah, you slipped your knee a little bit. Now you need surgery. And then it was a plate and 5 screws. And, that's no fun. That hurts.
No, you are Iron Man.
Well, yeah, as we went over the last time I was here. Mm-hmm. But when they opened up my leg, I guess, they saw that I healed, but wrong. So they had to break my knee again.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And I was like in so much pain. That was the worst pain I've ever been in, like 2 days after. I'm watching a movie in my bed, and I was like, I got to go take a piss. And I get up with the walker, and I get halfway to the bathroom, and I was like, well, I'm stuck. Like, I can't fucking go forward, and I can't go backward. That's how much pain I was in. It was like little things like that in the next couple of days. And I asked my surgeon, I'm like, why am I in so much pain? He's like, I had to break your knee again. He's like... weren't you aware of that? And I was like, oh.
They didn't tell you
that?
Yeah,
they didn't even tell you.
They probably
They
did.
might have told me, and I wasn't in the right frame of mind, because
for me, that's the headline of the surgery.
Most of the whole day of the surgery, I was
broke
out of
your
it.
knee again. So we're going to make sure you know about that.
Yeah.
Just so you know that we can really fuck you over if you don't pay us back.
Yeah.
Consider this a preemptive strike.
Fuck, man. So, I forgot what I was going to say. God damn it.
All in all, it's not that bad because there's a lot of people that got it worse than me. I mean, I could have hit my head, I could have died, and then like a lot of people are. So I feel shitty complaining about it, kind of, and I feel like talking
really
about it that way. Yeah,
really should.
Yeah. Especially guys in there that like don't have legs and arms anymore and stuff. But
you can't do that though. Your experience is not relative to others.
I guess it's true. It still fucking hurts and it sucks. Like, little things like taking a shower and like making your own breakfast. Like, yeah, like it's a little harder to do now. But
how's pooping?
Pooping is a little difficult because of Vicodin, but I'm proud to say that I'm like really getting myself off those pills now.
That's great.
But I will have another one just to get a little more fun in this.
Okay, well, let's just go ahead and publish this podcast right now. Let everyone know about that.
Part 2.
Hey, you shouldn't eat Vicodin in front of everyone unless you brought enough for everyone.
Well, guys, come on. There's a little thing called the car accident. If you want to get some Vicodin, go ahead and take advantage.
Can make that happen.
Oh man, I don't like painkillers.
I
I
like
never
them
had
either,
to take
but-
one again. I'd be happy.
But it's the weekend.
Is it? Oh, it was Thanksgiving. Everybody good? Have a good Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Yes.
Great
You
Thanksgiving.
love Thanksgiving.
Fucking love Thanksgiving.
How was yours?
It was awesome,
Epic?
man. No, it was relaxing. It was nice. I mean, my mom's really good at cooking. So the food, top notch.
Mm-hmm.
And then
she
she
make?
gave me leftovers to take home.
Right on.
So when I got home, I was like, dude, tomorrow I'm crushing these leftovers. And like a half hour later, I ate the leftovers.
Does your mom make anything like out of the Thanksgiving norm?
No.
Or
Just
she
like
just like
traditional dishes?
Yeah, she
I have
has in the
hard-hitting
past.
questions.
She has in the past. She's
Answer the
tried
question,
to-
Senator. Does your mother make anything?
She's tried to steer off the path, but every time it's like, you just keep it normal.
Yeah.
That's what you guys tell her? Cut
Ma,
the shit, Mom.
Ma, dance with the girl you brought. Come on.
My mom's vegan, so Thanksgiving
Oh.
our house
Sucks.
always exciting
So
and
what
fun.
did you do?
I ate vegan food.
Like what? I don't know if you
Like-
should
Say sucks. I'm sure it's
anything
great
that
food.
you'd make with meat, like gravy, stuffing, anything like that is done with no meat, no, chicken broth, nothing.
So
All-
what, like invisible turkey?
invisible
Like-
turkey. We have to imagine the turkey, and then the desserts are always done vegan, no
Ew,
cream
you just
cheese.
have to
or anything
imagine
like that.
everything.
Yeah, it's a lot of imagining.
like
wonder
like
Neil never
like
did
a- like a hook.
It was good though. She did good.
Same time.
Yeah. So it's like Thanksgiving, but then it's
Yeah.
not like
I mean, the
Thanksgiving.
family's there, right?
The
Yeah.
family's there.
And that's
yeah.
the second most important thing.
I know.
think.
Yeah.
He doesn't know my family. Just kidding. They're great.
What about you guys?
It was fun. I went to. I'm sorry to cut in on you, Rich.
No, I looked at you. To
Okay, cool.
Let you know I didn't care.
I was just glad that I was able to get out of the rehab place on Tuesday so I can actually have Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, so that was really cool. That was in my mind. But I went to my brother's house, and my mom and her lady. My mom's gay. We all had Thanksgiving. Yeah, okay.
At least she's
stop.
not vegan.
We all. You okay, Rich? Careful.
Just a great reaction to that.
So yeah, we had like, and my brother is like one of the best hosts ever. So it was one of those things where it's like, get there early, and then it's just like you're sitting there watching TV and he's in there like busting his ass, just cooking, and it's like, we could just have Thanksgiving now. We don't have to jump through all these hoops, man. He's like, no, it has to be perfect. I saw this thing on the Food Network, and if I do this way and I do that way, I'm just like,
So he was for real.
Yeah.
my brother's
it
for
was about
real.
shit.
My
That's
brother
awesome.
gets fucking crazy with that shit. But it's like,
How old is he?
He's 4 years younger than me, so I think he'll be 20,
Whoa.
26. Yeah.
Is that what he does?
No, it's just maybe it's just being gay, like the naturalness of like all those guys are good like that with hosting and.
That's a
cooking
good
shit.
stereotype.
I know it is a good stereotype. We don't hear enough good stereotypes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those goddamn gays are always so fucking clean. I hate
That's
it.
why gay-owned restaurants are
So
transforming downtown
manicured.
Phoenix. So
They move in your neighborhood.
Yeah.
Fucking price goes up.
I know.
God
'Cause they're
damn
neat.
safe
And they know how to-
neighborhood.
Unbelievable.
I got no street cred anymore.
So what about you, Rich?
My Thanksgiving was delightful. Just kept it small. Had a couple grandparents in town, and I was
Your
telling-
grandparents, or you just borrowed somebody else?
He
just
went back
like
to that
we just
nursing home
found.
in
we
Borrow
just,
Michael's
I went to the
brother.
airport with a sign that said grandparents.
Where
Just grabbed a couple. And yeah, it was really good. I enjoyed the food too much. It's weird because I've eaten way more on Thanksgiving than I ate yesterday. And I was telling Pal, if I could go back to Thanksgiving dinner and I could choose to eat as much as I did and feel the way I did for as long as I did, or eat nothing, I would go back and not eat a single piece of Thanksgiving dinner. That's how shitty I felt until about 10, 11 p.m. last night. And I didn't even eat, like for me, I didn't eat nearly as much as I have at Thanksgiving
What time do
dinner
you
before.
eat Thanksgiving dinner?
We ate around 3.
Yeah?
We did about 4 o'clock.
We always
this
do
year.
early.
Usually we do like 5 or 6. And
So
everybody
much
I know
waiting.
is like, oh, people are already done eating their second
That's
meal.
late for
Yeah.
Thanksgiving.
Right?
So much
Yeah.
waiting.
And this year, finally, my mom put out dinner like 2:30, and I was like, hey, this feels normal right now.
Learning.
Cool. Yeah. Do you drink on Thanksgiving? You don't, because your family doesn't?
Well, let me back up a little bit. We go to 3 Thanksgivings. We do breakfast.
Jeez.
Oh, wow.
Breakfast at my dad's, which was just, you got to eat breakfast, even if it's Thanksgiving, and he doesn't drink. Then we went to my mom's at 2, who does drink. Instead of food, there's liquor, so that's good.
Okay.
So we drank instead of 8, and then we went to my husband's mom's at night, which was just another
And
happy
they
hour.
drink.
They drink, yeah.
They drink.
My family doesn't drink at all, so we don't We don't even,
Mine
I don't
either,
even come
really.
close.
No turnip.
No.
No Thanksgiving turnip. No turkey turnip.
No, none at all. Your family drinkers?
Not really.
I had a couple glasses of wine. I took my brother out. He just turned 21 the day before Thanksgiving, and he's not a drinker. He had like 3 or 4 beers, and then I got him a vodka tonic, and he threw up. He did the thing where he had to, like, we were in the Uber on the way back, and he had to swallow his puke like 3 times before we could pull over. I felt so bad for him, but he was a trooper because he would have cost me, like, I think they charge you like $200 if you do that. So like he like we were going for a good 30 seconds with him, just his cheeks puffed up like a chipmunk.
No.
And we finally, I know,
he
he was
straight
so,
up
he was
threw
so
up,
good. Because my friend was in the middle and then
swallowed
she was,
it?
Poor guy.
like 3 times.
Oh!
It's so
He had
bad.
some fucking.
Poor guy.
He's gonna be so mad at me.
That's some goal
If he
line
knows.
defense right there.
Oh, for real. And I say this not to make fun of you, Jack. I say this because you should be proud
Yeah, you
of
saved
the
him some money.
fortitude.
Yes.
I'm
you
proud of you,
showed.
Jack.
Yeah.
Not many people
Jackie
can
did
do
it.
what he did. And 3 times?
I had to take a cab through a car wash once from my cousin who was throwing up out the window. I'm like holding his pants so he doesn't fall out of the car. And the cab's like, take me to the car wash now. We had to. It was a fun night.
Man.
You think there's some Uber drivers who kind of wish you would throw up in the back?
Just
like,
for extra.
Yeah, look it
Yeah.
up. I need some money.
He's got like rubber
pocket
floor
the money.
mats and shit. Like he's ready.
Yeah, it's all, the plastic stuff.
There's plastic on your seats, man.
He's giving you roadies.
Dude,
Here,
I had a
drink
friend.
this.
We went out drinking, and there was, like, I think 4 of us. So, and on the way home, my friend was hammered. Like, you can tell when your friend is at too much.
The glaze in the eyes.
Yeah, just not all there. And so I don't remember which one of my friends was driving, but whatever it was his car. And he's like, dude, please don't throw up in my car. If you feel sick at all, tell me. I'll pull over wherever we're at, and you can throw up outside the car. Please do not throw up in my car. And I was like, no problem. I'm not going to throw up. I feel fine. And the dude I sat in the back with didn't say anything, right? So we're driving. Nothing. Like, nobody hears anything, says anything. Music was on, so you couldn't hear anybody even talk. Anyways, I glance over to my right, and my friend is just, throw up is just coming out like a faucet.
Just oozing out of his face.
But here's the thing. It was, but he was trying to be polite.
And he had his sheet up. He's
Pardon
got a bowl
me.
with
Yeah,
his shirt.
he's trying to make a bowl, but
Too bad it's liquid and your shirt's fucking.
yeah. So then it starts leaking through his shirt, and he's missing a lot. So it's getting on his pants, but his legs are closed as to not get on the seat.
Right.
And I was like, dude, you got to pull over. He's like, oh, you got to throw up. I'm like, it's worse than that, man. I'm
No,
like,
we're
Steve,
past that, man.
Steve's taking care of the back seat for you. Right? So my friend is driving, loses his shit, pulls over, and there was actually a grocery store right by, so pulls in that parking lot. And he's like, you're fucking going inside right now, and you're buying all the shit you need to clean my back seat of my car.
What an ass.
And my friend Steve's like, dude, I can't even see.
It's like, I'm blacked out right now. I'm not going to remember this.
So he's
Yeah,
like, get the fuck
tomorrow,
inside
though.
and you buy the shit and you clean my car right now. We're not going anywhere till it's clean. And so he didn't. He's like, and I was like, he
No.
can't function. He wouldn't have thrown up in your car if he could function.
Yeah.
Right? So we ended up getting the stuff to clean or whatever, and he cleans up the dude's
Was there a lot?
car.
Was it everywhere?
Yeah, it was gross.
Yeah.
So now my friend is still covered in throw up, and we have to still get him home. So he's like, all right, the only way you're getting back in my car is if you take your clothes off. Not naked, though, because his underwear
I've
was
said that
clean,
before.
right? So he's like, fine. So gets in the car, rolls the window down, sits down in his underwear, and holds his jeans and his shirt out the window the whole drive, like home. Then we get to his house. He gets out of the car, and he's standing at the door. He's just like, doesn't know what to do. So we get like, dude, you need help? He's like, I don't have my keys in my wallet. We're like, oh, dude, were they in your jeans? Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
So he never found his keys in his wallet.
Someone did.
Ever
Someone
again.
did.
Ever again. They were about 30 minutes back.
Some homeless guy hit the fucking lottery.
So it smells a little bit, but
Brand
hey.
new car.
Totally, dude, totally. I don't think I've had one weird throw up experience myself, but it was I've told it on this podcast before. I just put my head on the wall of the backyard and threw up like so nobody could see, and it looked like I was peeing, and the throw up just kind of like went over the wall, and then people, so I was in the backyard, but you could see from the front yard. Like, people in the front yard are like, oh shit, that's hilarious. And I'm like, dude, it's not hilarious. And then I look over, there's a dude passed out on the ground on the other side of the wall that I'm throwing up on.
No.
Yeah, so that was a good one.
I throw up all the time.
I used to be so bad with throwing up.
I
Like
have
it
the
was just
stomach of
like
Steve-O.
I just felt like there was a while when I was drinking, like when I was like 24, 25, something like that, where it was just like, yeah, you throw up when you drink. That's what you do, right? Like it was just like part and parcel, fucking peas and carrots.
What you
like
do.
yeah, it was just every night I'd just be like, I'll be right there with you guys in the parking lot of some bar, just all over the place. All right, I'm coming in now.
I probably throw up half the times that I
Still?
like. If I go out to drink, I have such a shitty stomach for alcohol, and I've never blacked out before. I've never been that drunk, but every time I enjoy myself a little bit too much, and like I said, I have the gag reflex of Steve-O. So like if there's just like this like
little tickle in the back,
just a little tickle.
Oh, no.
It's like, guess what? Everything must go.
You're losing.
Everything you worked for.
We're
all
having a
day.
fire
I
sale.
worked
Coming
so
up.
hard for this. I just wish it could have
Intestinal
happened
fire sale.
last night. That would have been great.
You ever gotten the spins?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Absolutely, dude.
Everyone gets the
Yeah.
spins. Sometimes.
I remember, I haven't gotten them in a long, long time, but when I was in college, I did. Occasionally. I remember I would get home from wherever we were out, I'd turn the lights off, lay down, and then it would start to spin. I'd be like, oh, there we go. I'd just go in the bathroom and wait it out.
Just take a bath nap.
Yeah.
Nice bath
Dude,
nap.
they're the best.
When you like get old enough to realize what the spins mean and how like what's gonna happen afterwards, that's just like, yeah, that's kind of a good feeling, but it's also like shit. I'd
Oh,
rather
I
not
think it's
know.
the worst
Yeah.
feeling.
It's like, well, at
a
least okay, I
countdown.
could prepare myself. Yeah,
It really is, dude.
yeah, it's
know
just
what's coming.
that kind of thing where it's just
Yeah.
like lights on the highway.
But
Like,
I'm a violent throw-upper, too.
oh, me too, dude.
Yeah? Like, I put my whole body into it and make noises.
I lived
awful.
in Los Angeles for a year, and I lived with one of my best friends from high school and his girlfriend at the time, and she was emetophobic, which means fear of throwing up.
Okay.
And it was me just like getting drunk every night and be like, excuse me, I have to go to the bathroom. And then I didn't know that she was like that. She didn't tell anybody. And then I'd come back from the bathroom and I'd see her like lock up with like a tear in her eye, like catatonic. And I was just like, oh shit. And then
fucking
my
monster.
boyfriend, her boyfriend tells me,
Your friend's a goddamn dragon.
yeah, she has a real problem with throwing up. She kind of locks up. And I learned about it. It's like people have an actual fear of that. It's weird. Like
That
they go to a movie and see somebody throw up in the movie, and they're all like,
What if they get the flu? I wonder if they just lose it. That's
Is it different if it's your own throw up?
I hope so, because that's terrible.
I hope it is.
Definitely.
Terrible
I'm a
thing to
doctor,
have.
and yes, it is totally different.
That's right. This is the man that fixed my leg.
Yeah.
Good luck with that.
Great to be here. Thanks for having
When's
me.
the last time you got really drunk?
It's been a while.
I mean, really, like, you didn't have to throw up necessarily, but you went out and you had too many.
And it's like,
Here's the thing.
Like, there's a point where you're just like, I need to go to sleep. I
Yeah.
need to pass out. Had a great time, but it's over. It's over now.
Oh, my birthday, I guess. It was quite a while ago. But yeah, that was like, at least then it was like, because I used to drink so much, but now, like, since I started doing comedy, I think it was, this has to be the reason why I drink so much less. Dealing with shitty drunk people. And it just turns me off to the whole idea of drinking. I'd rather be stoned. And I'm just like, you see these people just acting how like how they do. It's kind of gross. But so that's kind of better because you just pick like 5 nights out of the year where you know you're gonna get fucked up.
5 nights out of the
Yeah,
year.
that's what I do.
Five
Like,
nights out of
dude,
every
that's-
week.
your
you
least-
just get
my birthday,
toasty.
Christmas Eve,
Your-
maybe the Friday after Thanksgiving. So we'll see what happens tonight. But I don't know with my painkillers and shit. Maybe 4th of July, and then you get a floating holiday. that you just get to use whenever.
Is that like somebody else's birthday? I'll drink for other people's birthdays.
Just one.
Just like it's my own.
That's awesome.
One thing you could just cash in out of the year. 5 nights like that.
That's what you do
And
with your
then-
chips.
Yeah.
Your AA chips. Here you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Cash in
earned
your
this
AA
one.
chips.
Cash it
Hey,
in.
go have a drink.
I'm saving this one.
But you do that, and then you will like know that the next day, like you're gonna be throwing up, and it's a lot easier. Like it kind of cushions the blow a little bit.
You do need, at our age now, you need to prepare and know that you have nothing to do the next day.
You can't have
Our
dude.
age.
All right. Well,
Old-
look,
old
when you get
people.
to be 34, you guys are in your 20s still.
Oh no! I just turned 30 this year. But yeah, it's totally like this is the first year
What's
where I'm
up?
just like, oh shit! Like
So much better
I
than you
cannot
people.
fucking drink like this anymore.
Oh, dude.
Hey,
old
what's
are
it
you,
like
Richie?
being in your demographic?
Demographic.
Old.
Responsible, I guess.
Actually, yeah. That's
I
actually
like it
probably
better.
more
Yeah.
appropriate.
I just started talking about this in my act, where if you're like a shitty drunk, like you're just an asshole and you get in trouble and you do stupid things,
There's
then
less
like you're an
sympathy for you.
alcoholic.
Yeah.
And your friends would be, dude, you need to stop drinking. You're an alcoholic.
Yeah.
But if you're a fun
No.
drunk who's awesome and like just a life of the party, you're not an alcoholic. Dude. Your friends love
Yeah.
you. They want you to drink all the time. Yeah.
Why'd you quit drinking?
Dude, totally. I just started working that out. My act. This got some good reviews.
Dude, you're way more fun when you poison yourself constantly.
Yeah. Why aren't
Keep
you
that
risking
up.
your health for us, man?
But it's true because I got a friend who's a horrible drunk, and everyone's like, "Dude, he's an alcoholic." Like, I don't even want to talk to him anymore. This is the worst person in the world. And then I've got like 30 other friends that drink more than he does.
He's awesome.
They're just better at
You're
it.
just better at being drunk.
Yeah.
That's what they said about
It's a
John
skill. It's a
Belushi.
great skill to have.
Yep.
It's on my resume. It's fun to drink with.
Really good drunk.
It's fun because I have a family member who, we'll call him a family member, who loves to get high. And my family doesn't. We just like to drink, and he's always like disgusted by all of us. He's just like, "Oh God, you guys
See,
are
that's
such
not
drunks."
that's
Yeah, you
not
shouldn't
right.
And
judge.
I can
You can't
hardly
do
hang
that.
out with him sometimes because I'm just like so not on his level. But it's funny because he's more disgusted by all of us. It's just you're terrible.
You know what
It's
that's
a-
called? He's wrong.
I feel
He's
like it's
incorrect
racist
to feel that way.
I feel like it's racist.
It is racist.
I'm
It's
definitely
incredibly
bongs over
racist.
bottles right now in my life.
Bongs
but,
over bottles.
but I'm not going to judge
That's
people.
on the new Outcast album.
Bongs over bottle.
People always got to
Bongs
do
over
that. They like their thing so much they got to put other shit down.
Right.
It's like, how about you just
If
live
it
your
makes you
life,
happy.
and I'm gonna live my life,
Can't be that bad.
and we can get drunk and
We
smoke
both
weed
stay
together.
off the road. Like that's what's
Are you
important,
serious?
right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
I feel like
And don't get in
that's
my
what it's
face at
about.
a comedy club saying like,
Who's like your least favorite type of
shit.
drunk? Like you
Oh,
said, you don't
loudmouths.
Like, loudmouths. Like what about like the bachelorette party girls or who do you
loudmouths,
hate
and I
the
don't care if it's
most?
a man or a woman. I
Okay.
can't stand like overcrossing bounds, being like, "Let me tell you something." Like people getting in my face. It's
up
like,
all
no,
the-
I have things to say, and you need to
waving
hear
the
them.
finger
I'm like,
around.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
like I wouldn't listen to you if you were making sense. What makes you think I'd care about this now? Like,
And then he says, "But I have the microphone." So
well, I'm not. I don't mean just hecklers. I mean
Oh.
people like in general, just that kind of thing. Like, I'm just saying. I hate when
Just
alcohol
saying.
brings that out of
Not
people.
saying,
I'm
just
just
saying.
saying this. I'm just saying. You know, it's like, but you're an asshole.
I have a more general type of drunk than that, and I just hate people who, when they're drunk, they lose all awareness of what's going on around them. It's like they forget that they have arms.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just like they'll flailing into drinks and shit, and it's
And
like,
then they
oh,
knock over
this-
a drink and blame it on the person who had the drink. Like,
right in front of these stairs seems like a good place to congregate
hate
and
that.
have an extended
But
conversation.
sober people do that too, and I hate them.
I hate all of them.
At the mall or some shit, the people that are walking and just stop.
Yeah.
And it's like, there's a flow of people walking behind you.
Yeah.
And you just stop for no reason to look down at your phone.
I will not allow it.
Dude.
I will not allow it.
Nah, me either. What the hell's-
I think when I was in,
There's rappers in the building.
they can't open doors.
Oh.
When I was in the rehab place, one of the things I found out was that people who have dementia that are in wheelchairs, for some reason, I guess apparently one of the symptoms is you stop in a fucking doorway. This dude, every fucking room I had to go into, I just pull up and there's
Parked in
just
front of a
somebody
door.
sitting there just breathing through their mouth in a wheelchair, and you can't tell them to move. You're like, hey, can I get by you? Hey. Just like, oh shit. Well, I'll come back in an hour, I guess.
no.
When somebody finds you.
back.
you
an
have so
hour.
many other things to do.
Hopefully somebody will find you and put you where you need to be.
Jesus.
Hey, I was going to sit in this room.
I was going to use this weird computer.
Did you get to watch any sports and stuff while you were
Dude,
in there?
I was so goddamn lucky because like the first day I was there, it was just this shitty old basic cable TV, and I was all like, nope. And it was right around election season. And in Arizona, if you're watching regular TV on election season, it's just, he likes Barack Obama. That makes him awful. And then, like, he fucking likes guns. That makes him awful.
Yeah.
And it's just that
those
all
commercials
day.
and
And I'm
shit.
just like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, you
And
did
then
have a lot to say about that. I
Yeah.
enjoyed that.
Yeah.
That was a lot of good.
I boiled it down
A lot of
right
heavy
to what
reading
it is.
for
Did say
me.
some
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah. So then I was like, I got to get my PlayStation in here. And then it was, everybody gave me their passwords for shit. So it was Netflix, Hulu, Amazon, HBO, and fucking WWE Network. And I was just like,
He
I was
spoiled.
in hog
Yeah.
heaven.
So that's too much.
That
That's-
is way too much.
He wasn't that hurt.
That is spoiled.
You understand? That's like
That's like breaking both your
that's
legs.
like $100 worth of subscriptions for a month.
Like 60 probably.
Okay, whatever makes you feel better.
That's
Mike.
cancer entertainment. That's cancer level entertainment.
My God. Good Lord.
Oh
Yeah,
my
that's
god.
bratty of you. I had to be in the hospital for about 2.5 weeks one time, and I was in a wheelchair, not allowed to move. I had just a regular television. So I was brought in a flat screen by my family. That was nice. And DVDs. That was it. There was no Netflix. I didn't have like gaming, nothing. I didn't have our cell phones. We could barely
I was
text.
thinking about that.
Snake
Nothing.
all day.
I was having this one
Crushing.
day in there where it was just like,
Nothing.
Game was awesome.
I was having this one day in there where it was just like, this is not working out for me. I have to get out of here. And then I was thinking like, oh, it would have sucked so much worse if this happened in 2004. And I was like,
Yeah.
anybody got some sweet
10
DVDs
years
for me
ago.
and shit? Like, yeah, I guess I got like the DVDs everybody had back then, like Fight Club. No, I already have that.
Dude, I
Yeah.
watched the Bad News Bears last night.
The original?
1976, yeah, the original.
Yeah, they
It's
say
awesome.
words. They say
Yeah.
words you can't say in movies now. In that movie,
What?
they say words in the old Bad News Bears that you can't say in
Yeah.
movies now.
An adult
Yeah.
Like
just
what?
crying, you little faggot, hit
yeah.
the ball.
The coach
It's like,
just
oh,
drinks
that
and
coach,
smokes.
he just wants those kids to win so badly.
Dude.
Can you
It's like,
imagine?
man, that's
if
a
the-
slur,
Well, and
sir.
here's the thing. I watched it to kind of screen it to see if my son could watch it, and which I don't shelter him from really anything. But then he's starting to say things.
What's
so I
it
was like,
rated?
I don't want to. I don't
it
know.
PG?
I didn't look.
it is rated PG.
It probably is.
I'm gonna look it up. I want to know.
But then that kid Tanner, the little kid, and like the fourth scene just shouts out
They say the N word
every
a lot too.
every racist
Seriously?
slur.
Oh,
yeah.
they say it a lot in that movie.
Like,
Yeah.
well, no, I think like 3 or 4 times. But
That's
the
a lot.
kids say it. Not anybody else.
Dude.
The little white kid.
3 or 4 N words is a lot of N words.
Yeah. He
weird.
says, he goes, our team is filled with Jews, Spics,
Oh my God.
Mexicans.
Beaners.
Yeah. And then a kid that picks his nose and eats it. It's like, dude, of
Oh,
all
you
the
got
kids-
him. You got him, didn't you?
Yeah, that's what he
They
says.
all got
and he
racial
says it like
slurs.
3 times.
I
Kid
don't
picks his
remember that
nose, is like,
movie.
I
Did
got
the
it
team
easy.
do good though?
No, they lose in
Killed
the
it.
end,
No.
There's the Jews
Yeah,
on
they
there.
lose in the end.
which was a perfect ending for
The
it.
Illuminati
It was.
kept them
Yeah.
from winning.
Finally, a team didn't win, and they take their second place trophy and throw it at the other team and tell
Yeah.
them to fuck off.
Yeah, like that's perfect. That's the kind of movie where it's like really just kids, be yourself. Like
Yeah.
if this is who you are.
It's a good movie for comics because it's like, hey, you're a fucking weirdo. Just embrace it.
Go with
Just
it. It's
embrace your weird face, and you probably smell pretty bad. You're a
But it does-
racist.
Why are you looking at me?
It shows how much time has changed. Now, granted, that's almost 40 years ago at this point.
Oh God, it is. Yeah.
It's 38 years ago. But yeah, the coach is drinking in the dugout every game. So the parents are there, but they don't give a shit. He's smoking cigars with the kids in the
That's
car,
so
like he's
funny.
driving them around, no seatbelts in his convertible. They're just one on top of the other to fit in.
Times have changed a little bit.
It's
little bit.
so funny.
A little bit.
Brings his little cooler of beer all the time.
Hey, those
And then
were the good days,
He
huh?
throws the beer at the girl like, hold on. And then the dad punches the kid in the face, his kid, right in front of everybody.
I'm watching this tonight.
Standards of what's
Yeah, it's on
attractive
Netflix.
has changed because the rebel kid who comes in is supposed to be like
Kelly.
a badass.
Jackie Earl
Yeah.
Haley. Yeah.
kind of
Rorschach
like
from
one of the
Watchmen.
ugliest kids I've ever seen in my life.
Totally.
And it's supposed to be like,
Tell
oh,
us about the
rebel,
hot
like
kids you've seen,
heartthrob.
Richie. What's the hottest kid you've ever seen, Richie? Since you, if you think there's ugly
Since
kids,
you've been an
it's
adult.
gotta
Kid that
be.
I'd like to
Adam
plead.
Banks might-
I would like to plead the fifth. I'll take the fifth. I will take the 1,
said that with
2,
all
3, 4,
seriousness.
fifth. Thank you.
When you heard his wrist, I was like, shit. Yeah.
Heartbreaking, bro.
broke his
Fifth Amendment.
rotator
He
cuff.
came back
right?
though, and Charlie Conway stepped up, gave him his spot.
Yeah, and the fact that he gave up, that he was cool with not being a hawk anymore, and
Yeah, that
became
was
a duck.
pretty awesome, yeah.
That was I respected him for that.
Kids movies. I've seen them all a million times.
I
now that
watched-
I have a child.
Do you have to watch Frozen?
No, so we saw it once with you, Nance. We brought it over to Nancy's house and watched it, and then my son asked to watch it again, and I said, "No,
Nope.
son of mine is gay."
Fool me once.
You're a
not
supportive
watching that
father.
Again.
So no, we haven't watched it again.
You're a very supportive dad.
But dude, I mean, we've seen Cars, I think like 1,000 times.
Yeah, that's the moneymaker for Disney.
Yeah,
You see the
Cars.
Lego movie?
yeah. We've seen
I saw
a few
that
times.
when I was locked up, bro. I watched the Lego movie, and
a
I was
funny
like,
movie.
I
Everything is
loved
awesome.
it.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. We bought
Yeah.
the video game. It was fun.
It was so good.
It's a jam. That's what we call that, is a jam.
I thought it
Yeah,
was
so
pretty
we've
good.
seen everything. His latest one that he's been getting way into is Mr. Peabody and Sherman.
You know what I
like
watched
that one.
for the first time in forever when I was in there? My favorite kids movie, the fucking Ninja Turtles movie, the first one.
The original.
Yeah, had your son seen
Yeah,
that?
yeah, we watched it before the new one came out. We watched that one.
They put it on Netflix like the week I got in there, and I was like, I haven't watched this in forever. I got to watch this. It's really a good movie. Like it has like a better story than most. Like the whole like Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, and like the way it flows. And
It's a little
everything.
dark.
It's yeah,
little,
dude.
yeah.
It's a little dark.
when
People
they
are
get to the house, the cabin, and like
Raphael gets knocked out, and
Yeah.
they got to have him in the bathtub, like recuperating and shit. And yeah,
Like bent over on his knees and stuff, and like his hands are tied, and he's got a ball gag in.
yeah, it's like
Bring the
whoa.
gimp.
Damn, what does this dude want to do with this turtle, man? Quick, go into your shell. Go into your shell. Hurry.
did you watch Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle heads popping out?
I'm gonna go ahead and take the fifth again.
You saw a different one than we did.
Yeah.
I watched. You know what? We
Weird
started to
childhood.
watch the new one, my son and I, and he fell asleep like right
I
as
heard
it
it
started.
blows.
I didn't think it was bad, but a kid shouldn't watch it. I guess. I mean,
Really?
Shredder's
Really?
like way different than
Really?
he was. Yeah, he's
He
like
was
a
scary
giant.
back then.
Like at the
Giant.
end of part 2, where he becomes the Super Shredder. Remember
Yeah,
that?
he's like a lot
Yeah.
like that. But then like his suit now is just like
Knives and shit.
tons of knives that he just shoots at you.
He used to just have shoulder pad knives.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And that
He was
was
like
it.
a dude in a suit.
And like, what are you
Yeah.
fighting with your shoulders? Like,
Yeah.
get a little closer. Like, shoulder can't really reach over there.
Just grab his head and push it on his own
And
shoulder.
is their coach still a rat? Splinter, the rat,
Yes.
Coach Splinter.
Always, yeah, coach.
He's still in
Blows
it.
the whistle.
I haven't seen the new
Hustle. One thing that did stick out of my mind, and I made a Facebook post about this, and this is a stupid joke I'm just going to bring back. How come Raphael has a Staten Island accent and Michelangelo has a Venice Beach accent, and they were raised by a guy with a Japanese accent?
But our aliens
Holy shit!
not
I
aliens.
don't
Except
know. They're not
everyone.
aliens.
in the Michael
No.
Bay version.
No,
are.
that's what
No.
they said they were going to do, but
Well,
then they
they were
decided not
tiny
to.
little turtles, and what happened? They got into some
They
sort
were
of chemical
genetically-
spill.
They got into the mutagen.
GMO
Ooze.
turtles.
They got the
Yeah,
Spider-Man
genetically modified turtles.
bite. Got them.
Yeah, I don't know why they have the
They ate
different accent.
Monsanto corn.
Oh yeah, you can't eat
Hey,
that
Mike,
shit.
yeah. Whoa, dude. Oh, it's a pizza. It's like you guys are brothers. Like,
And then what's on the
Mikey's my
pizza?
favorite.
It's
like
like mushrooms or
anchovies?
something.
Oh,
no,
they
why.
like mushrooms.
no,
but
yeah.
now
but
that I'm
it's-
older, I used to hate Michelangelo.
Mushrooms and
Now that I'm older,
anchovies?
I'm like,
yeah, something.
he was the coolest one.
What
No,
kind of
it's
pizza
like
do the turtles
it's like what is
But he's also
a
an idiot.
penicillin or something
Yeah.
weird? It's like what do they ask for on their pizza?
Penicillin,
Oh, no.
I heard, cures all.
Everything.
No, there's
that's
there's
snake
a scene
oil.
where they
What's
go
that?
back to the sewer.
It's a snake oil's a. I'm sorry.
They go back to the sewer, and Donatello's like, "I'm
coconut
so
oil.
hungry." Donatello, voiced by Corey Feldman, which is funny. I'm so hungry, bro. And Danny is like, "I got some pizza down here, but it might be a little old." And they open it up. He's like, "What's the verdict?" He goes, "Do you like penicillin on your pizza?" There's some great lines in that movie. Fucking when they're down in the sewer, and Casey Jones, they find out that he doesn't like tight spaces. Donatello goes, "You're claustrophobic," and Casey Jones goes, "You want to get smacked? I never even looked at a guy before." Like, I didn't pick up on those jokes when I was a
hilarious.
kid, and I'm
Yeah.
listening to it now. I'm like, "Pfft," like that's
It
really
is
That's
cool
funny.
when
I'm
movies do
rewatching
that
that.
for adults.
Mm-hmm.
That
you know
makes
who
it
really
more
started
so.
doing that was like Pixar.
Yeah.
Yes.
Started throwing in the little innuendos and
They for
whatnot.
What was
sure.
the
The
first
Lego movie's
Pixar
full
movie
of
that
that.
was big? I can't.
Toy Story.
Yeah.
Toy Story. Okay.
I think so.
Yeah.
And then I
Seen
just
that
looked it up.
millions
Bad
of
News Bears was PG.
Yeah, because
So you used to be able to drop hardcore slurs in PG movies.
there was no
Because back
PG-13
then it was just
until-
language.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
just dialogue.
Let's go back to that. Just
All
say
right.
whatever you want.
We should.
To whoever you want.
You ever watch like a movie that's on in the afternoon on basic cable that's like super violent and all the violence is still in it, but they're not saying bad words? It's all like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
I
Like,
saw
it's
like
weird.
Machete on TNT at like 2 a.m. and guys are getting stabbed in the forehead, like like right through their skull, and then it's like,
But they
don't,
can't realistically say.
but don't say
"Ah,
damn.
fuck."
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
don't
it's
say
funny.
shit.
I think it's funny that you can say bitch on regular TV,
And ass.
but you can't say shit. No, let's just compare the meaning of the two words.
you could say
bitch.
shit.
You can
Bitch
say
is
bitch,
derogatory.
Yeah.
which is like an insult, and people,
This is
a
gonna
lot
be
of
To
people
guys and
don't
girls.
like
episode of
that.
your
Yeah,
podcast right here. We're breaking
and
it down.
shit is just poop.
So now, no B word, no N word, no B word.
But
No,
did you
just make
notice
it
you could say
all okay.
if you say
Yeah.
shit like oh shit or I'm sick of this shit, that can get by on some shows. But if they say I got to take a shit, that gets beeped.
Really?
And then you know, I don't want to be a dick here. Like you can say that, but you can't say suck my dick or
It's dumb.
You know,
So dumb.
yeah, it's like come on.
Because I don't know the difference.
I don't like it when I get words taken away. If
know.
you're
I
going
don't
to
know
take a word
context
away,
though.
you got to give me a word
Yeah,
just to
exactly.
add because I can't. It's sad.
Give me the
Sad.
slur. Let's take all these slurs back.
Okay.
The white people in this country, we need to take the slurs back. They're being taken away from us. They're
Mm-hmm.
ours to use.
Now is not
against
the time
whoever
to
we
have this
want.
conversation.
It's always
get
the time
Ferguson
to have
up
this
in here.
conversation.
Oh wait, I wanted to have a conversation that you told me earlier about the cops
Oh,
in New York.
yeah.
I just
Yeah,
thought it was a good
people
story.
are thinking this is gonna be like,
No.
like a big Ferguson story.
I was not
but
abused at
here we
all.
go.
Cops were great to me. I guess I told this story a little earlier. Kevin
he's
has
white.
no idea what this
White
story
man.
is at all. I'll let it be a surprise for you.
I
Okay.
won't say nothing.
So you're gonna tell
Should I
it?
not? Should I contextualize this for him, or should I just go?
You
Because
just
this is for you.
Okay.
Because they heard this.
yeah.
Just tell it.
You
All
this is
right.
all you right now. I'm gonna
Well, it's in the
sit
spirit
back.
of the
The
holiday.
listeners weren't there either.
Sure. So I guess this is a story in the spirit of the holiday tradition.
I'll do
Okay.
in the background. I'll go.
It happened during the holidays. It has nothing to do with holidays. Keep doing that. So let me set the stage for you. I'm in New York City. The snow is thick. The air is cold. And I am on my way home after a wonderful, wonderful time. That's weird.
Just tell the story.
Okay, so I'm in New York for New Year's, visiting some friends. I had a great time. It's time for me to go home. So I hop on a train. I got to pee, but I'm already running a little bit late. So I just hop on the train.
You're on a New York train, dude. Just go on the train.
Exactly. That's how I didn't. So it's about 2.5 hours to get to the airport on all these trains and shit. 'Cause you got all your transfers and whatever. I finally get to the airport. There's about 45 minutes till my flight. I get in line. I get up to the counter. 43 minutes till my flight. And I give the lady all my information. She's like, I'm sorry, I can't let you on this flight.
You have to pee.
And I was like, well, you're too heavy. You need to go let go of some liquids. No, she's like, I can't let you on this flight. You're too late. And I'm like, well, how long do I need to be here before I can get on the flight? She's like, 45 minutes. And I looked down my watch and I'm like, it's 43 minutes till the flight. Can you maybe just like not worry about 120 seconds like a bitch? And she's like, no, I can't not worry about that because I am a huge bitch. She didn't say that. No, no.
That's how he remembers it.
She insinuated that through her not letting me on the fucking flight. So I was like, all right, well, when's the next flight I can take? Well, she's like, you can hang out here if you want and get on standby, and we'll let you know. The next flight's in about 8 hours.
You should have been like, there's probably going to be one seat
Yeah.
available.
And I was like, guess who's not going to hang out at LaGuardia for 8 hours? Me.
Yeah, if you can help it, don't hang out there.
Yeah.
So I left. Oh no, it was JFK. So I left. So I'm fucking furious. I'm like calling everybody that I can, like calling fucking American Express concierge and shit. Like, do you guys have secret flights that no one else knows about? Guess what? They don't. Fuck you guys.
It's pretty real if you've got the
And I don't
black.
even
Yeah,
have it.
well, it wasn't
I don't
mine. It
even
was my
have one of their
dad's.
cards.
Luckily,
I was
we have the
calling
same
random
name, so that's how I pulled that magic. And so, like nothing. I get back on the train to go back to my buddy's place because he's like,
2.5 hours.
So I won't, because I can't get on a flight for another 2 days. So I have to hang out in New York and work there.
By 2 minutes.
By 2 minutes.
They're
I have
making you stay
2 minutes.
2
I have to
days.
stay 2 extra days in New York. So
2
I'm
minutes.
furious. I don't even think about the fact that I have to take a piss because I'm so furious. I'm not thinking about bodily functions at all.
So now it's been like 4 hours.
So now it's been a long
Longer than
time.
that.
I hop back on a train, and I'm just sitting there, and I've got like a huge bag with me and a huge backpack with me, and
You
I
look
sit
like
down.
a soldier just
Yeah,
getting home.
Exactly. And I am as brave and honorable as one as well. And I'm also a hero.
Not an
The
American
restraint
soldier,
you've
but-
shown by not punching this lady in the throat.
That's heroic.
Heroic.
Yeah.
It was the holidays after all.
So I hop back on the train, and like I sit down, and I'm like, oh no, I have to pee more than I've ever had to pee before in my entire life. And also, it's like 0 degrees out in New York, so my junk is like the size of a golf ball, and I have I'm just telling you right now, a golf ball, okay?
Yeah.
Which is like 2 times less than normal.
It's like 2 times the size of what it
crazy,
normally
right?
is. So I was feeling pretty good about
Usually
myself.
it's like
saying,
a tennis
there's,
ball.
like-
Now it's a
getting
golf
tough.
ball.
It's getting tough to restrain myself. I'm being open with the listeners right now, so I don't give a shit.
That's what this is.
This is what this is for. It's cathartic. I feel great about myself right now. Finally get back to my buddy's place like another 2 hours later because I didn't have time to stop at any bathrooms. I get up. I call him like, you got to get here now. I try to find a bathroom in the meantime. Hop up to a Dwayne Reed. Oh, but this is a train station and there's no fucking bathrooms in this entire train station at all.
You at Grand
anywhere.
Central?
No, I'm in like in Jersey City right now.
'Cause they're lying to you.
Yeah, I know. No, I'm
You're
in
in Jersey City?
Because my buddy lives in Jersey City, like right across from.
Yeah,
from
there's
New
no
York.
bathrooms in Jersey.
Not a single
That's
bathroom
why
in Jersey.
they just
Yeah,
go
it's weird.
outside.
That's why it smells like that. And I'm
just
from New
find a
Jersey.
hole.
I could say that.
I think anyone can, but I'm pretty sure anyone can. If you've been there, but no, it was actually. I mean, I had a good time there. But the point of the story is that I had nowhere to go to the bathroom, so I'm like looking for a corner where I can drop trow and make some magic happen and make sure that I don't die, because that's what would happen if I didn't go. And so I find a corner. I kind of like prop my bag up by my side, so it's like, you know, like a little wall, so I can do what I need to do. And I'm just like, please, like, don't let anyone see me. Like, I don't want to become a sex offender right now. I really don't want to become a sex offender.
Or
for having
ever,
to piss.
really. Like,
Yeah, not
now.
right now.
You know,
Now's a bad time.
I'm not closed-minded enough to say that maybe that won't be something I'm interested in someday.
you know, like when I get in my 50s, I don't know, man. Maybe you want to settle down and become a red dot on a Google map.
Yeah. So I'm about to do it, and I'm just like, fuck yeah. So in your brain, you know, that little switch goes off. Like normally, like you see a bathroom, your brain's like, all right, it's time. We're gonna do it. That's what my brain did.
That's how I've shit my pants.
Yeah. Yeah. So my brain's like,
Let your muscles go.
this is it. You're gonna get to go now. And
It's
right
like
as I'm
it's
about,
like signing the contract.
I'm zipping down, and I kind of get my head cocked just to make sure no one else is coming. And as I'm about to relieve myself, a cop comes around the corner and stops as soon as he sees me and makes eye
Your
contact.
makeshift urinal.
Very hard eye contact. Normally, this kind of eye contact is reserved for sexual situations.
Yeah.
And we felt each other. And it was at that point that I realized I couldn't hold it any longer. So I peed my pants.
It was at that time
I peed.
when our eyes locked.
Our eyes locked.
hold it.
Literally, like, my eyes locked with the cops, and seconds later, I began evacuating
Your bladder.
my bladder into my own pants in 0-degree weather while looking a cop in the eyes. And
It's a good
he
way to
kind
get
of
warm,
like
though.
I know he. So, yeah. Have you ever made eye contact with a cop while you piss your pants?
While looking at him,
Yeah. We were
like
here.
your whole body was
We
facing
were here.
He
and I
probably was like flattered. Like, yeah,
think
bitch.
about,
Like,
there's a wall.
You could take the mic out.
Wall
if you
here,
want to.
right? So there's like a wall in front of me, and the cop's kind of like to my left, and there's a corner there, and he comes out from around the corner, and he stops, and I kind of just like shift my body, like I'm not gonna take a piss against the wall.
Yeah.
And as I'm like looking at him, I just kind of like start going because I can't not go anymore. That's not an option. Literally, it's not in the playbook. That's not a play in the playbook anymore.
it's in the mail.
So for like 5 good seconds, it was really cold, and I'm not gonna lie, it was okay for 5 seconds, and then it was also very cold, and my pants were wet. I know the cop knew because he kind of like pursed his lips.
Showed him, dude.
He kind of like he pursed his lips and kind of like nodded a couple times. And then just, like, walked away.
I'm telling you, he was flattered by that. Like, yeah, bitch.
But where I thought the story was going was then you got arrested for public urination.
No, I wish.
Because would that
I
count?
deserved it for sure.
Would that count
Nicest
as public
place in-
urination?
I don't know. I don't know.
So was this in New York City or Jersey City?
That's the
This
first
was in
thing they
Jersey,
said.
Jersey City.
If it was in
think,
Jersey
like,
City, then that cop had about 8 murders. He was on
he-
the case for.
he took
Don't
it
worry
easy
about
on
I've
you.
been
he
there.
had
It's
some
awful.
worse shit to worry about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Public
so then,
urination is nothing.
So
I
my
would
buddy
have turned to him,
Yeah.
faced forward, and just pissed in my pants and pointed while I'm going to it.
Well, I had-
so he just saw my pants get darker.
So I had long underwear on, so it took a few moments.
Oh, you had to break
for
the layers.
full wetness to penetrate, to permeate through the denim.
So you were working against time at that point.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was just over. So what I did was I grabbed a huge sweatshirt that I had with me out of my big bag, and just kind of like held it in front of my body, like that's totally normal to do, just to drape a hoodie over the bottom half.
You're just
of
using
the
it as
front
an
of your
apron?
body. Yeah, actually, pretty much.
Tied it around your waist the other way.
over my arm, right in front of me, like,
Like
I'm
a waiter?
like a waiter with a napkin over his arm. And I'm like, thank God, like my buddy lives right around the corner from the station.
Thank
got a
God
huge
I can
boner,
show
guys.
this
Got a-
to somebody I know.
Come, like, please get here.
Yeah.
Please get here. And I'm like, cool. It's just him. I'll hop in the car. He'll laugh about it. You know, I'll throw it on the sweatshirt. He'll
Hop
laugh
on the
about
car,
it.
not in.
Yeah, fuck you, dude. That's so cold. So like, he pulls up, and I'm like, thank God he's here. There are 4 other people in the fucking car.
Mom,
He had
Dad, this
friends,
is Richie.
Yeah, he had friends come
Mom
over.
and Dad.
He had friends come over as soon as I left, and then he brought them all with me to pick me up, or with him to.
He wanted you to sit in the middle. Just squeeze in.
Yeah.
tight.
Well, they're like,
get warm in there.
hop in, and I'm like, all right.
Had you told him on the phone?
No,
Oh, okay.
I was
So
gonna
you
tell him when
decided-
I got in the car and be like,
Did you tell
haha, isn't that
everyone?
hilarious? Well, I didn't tell all of them. I didn't know these guys. I'd be like, hey, I'm Jared's friend who pees his
A little bit,
pants
yeah.
sometimes.
First
And-
impressions are important.
Yeah.
I peed my pants.
So
As long as you have a firm handshake, I don't care what you do with your pants. That's how I feel about people.
not wear them. Yeah. So I got a nice car ride back with 4 other dudes in the car, just really hoping that they couldn't smell me. And that's pretty much a microcosm of my life. is that
Dude.
story?
So we went out one night. There was 4 of us. I had just turned 21, and there was a guy in the front seat. He was 22. He was 21, but he was about to be 22. And then the dude in the other front seat was 20, and then the guy in the back seat with me was 22. Right? So, like, all right. And the dude that was 20 had like an ID or whatever. So we went out downtown Phoenix to a bar. And it was a weird fucking place. We were way out of place the whole time. Like, just people that we don't hang around with.
Hipsters and such.
No, the hipsters
No?
weren't around back then. It was just like gangbang. it was a lot of
was in
gangbangers and stuff. And we're like, dude, we're in the wrong place. But drinks were cheap. I was brand new 21. It was
This
kind
was
of
where?
nice. In downtown Phoenix somewhere. The place, I think, went out of business like immediately. But it was over the holidays. And, excuse me. So on the drive home, we go to get in the car, and we ask the dude driving, we're like, are you okay to drive? He goes, yeah, I'm totally fine. And we're like, well, he's been drinking since he was like 14, so he would know, right? It's been like 7 solid years.
I've been drinking a pretty long
Yeah.
time.
He's been drinking since he was 14, so it's obvious his judgment is just unbelievable.
He's a pretty smart guy.
So we drive home, and about a mile before we get there, we get pulled over.
Oh no!
Now, brand new to me, I'm like, fuck, I'm going to get a DUI. Because I'm sitting in the back seat of a car. I was like, I think we all get DUIs, right?
Yeah.
That's
We're
how
all
that
going
works, man.
camping, fellas.
So my friend who's sitting with me in the back, who's 22, is like, you're fine. You're 21 years old. You're in the back seat of the car. You're not in trouble. I'm
just
like,
hang
but
out,
we let
enjoy
him
the ride.
drive. And isn't that on us? He goes, no, it's on him. It's fucking his problem.
Yeah.
So I was like,
Some
oh,
friend.
shit. He's like, just
Fucking
don't say anything. All right, give him your ID when they ask for it, and don't say anything. It's all right, cool. So they ask, you guys been drinking? And after I heard that I wasn't going to get in trouble, I'm like, yeah. Here's my license. I'm awesome.
Hell yeah, you fucking pig.
So then it happens in Scottsdale, and when something happens in Scottsdale, like for that, a bunch of cops show up.
Yeah.
So it's not just one car. All of a sudden, there's like 4 cop cars. So they pull everybody out of the car, and they start giving the driver the whole test and everything. He keeps blowing positive for drinking, whatever, over the legal limit. And then
Positive for
card,
the turn up?
Yeah, they card the 20-year-old, and they're like, dude, this is fake ID. Where's your real ID? So he gives them that, and like, you're 20, and if you blow anything on this, you're going to jail too. He did, so he goes to jail. Now, this had taken a very long time. We had been standing out there just waiting. Me and my other friend
Probably sobered right up by that time.
We didn't know what was going to happen. So we're like, if they let our friend go, then he can drive us home. So we just had to sit and wait. This has been like 2 hours. We're still
that
sitting
long?
there. Yeah. And I had to pee. Like, it started to build up that I had to pee, and it got, like really bad, where I thought my life was in danger.
Did you tell the cop?
Yeah. So
what did he say?
So I
Too
tell
bad?
the cop, I'm like, dude, officer, we've been here for a long time, and I have to urinate fiercely. Like, my penis has never been this big.
Officer, just want to let you know, penis has never been this big.
And I was like, can I go, like, behind this building and pee real quick? And he goes, yeah, you can. I'm like, awesome. And he goes, and then you'll get a ticket for public urination, and you'll be a registered sex offender for pulling your penis out in public. I was like, you're like the meanest guy I've ever met.
You could have escaped. And
I was like, so I have to hold it? He goes, yeah, you do. They take my friends to jail, and they're like, call people to pick you up, because we couldn't walk. It was a little too far to walk. So we call these people. He goes, I'm going to wait here until they show up. And I said, please leave, dude.
What a dick.
Please. I have to pee so bad. And he goes, nope, you're getting in that car when they show up, and I'm going to watch you drive off, and I might even follow you home. I was like, you're such an asshole, dude.
Asswipe.
I made it home. I can't believe I did. It was one of the greatest longest pees of all time. It felt incredible. I think I lost weight.
Yeah. You ever weigh yourself, take a shit, and weigh yourself again?
I have, and it's incredible the numbers you can pull.
Wow, look at that deviation.
Yeah, putting a scale in the bathroom, which is where I think most of the time it goes, that's not cool for me because I play games all the time. Like,
I just don't have a scale because what you don't know can't hurt you.
Put mine in the kitchen.
Yeah.
It's effective that way.
Because those are achievements.
Well,
yeah.
Funny. Yeah, but it can't hurt you though, Richie.
I actually go get a physical every single year and get blood work done. And what my doctor always says is, yeah, you're a big dude, but you're the healthiest son of a bitch I've ever seen in my entire
that's
life.
Crazy, you don't take care of yourself at all.
I take no care of myself.
You smoke?
Yeah, I smoke. I don't drink. The thing is, I really don't drink all that much at all. Like, I get a free tab at the club every single weekend, and I use like 2 beers on it.
But if you drank, they wouldn't give you a free tab. You know that.
Well, I mean, we get it because like we run the show and stuff.
I have a feeling they don't give you a free tab.
I could turn it up. Turn up.
Jim helps me out.
Hey, Brian gets a little turned up.
He does.
Hashtag turned up every weekend. He takes advantage of it. I do not. But yeah, the doc's just like, you are an anomaly. You're amazing.
We didn't say this at the beginning of the show. December 4th.
Oh,
this coming Thursday.
Yeah.
Got a killer show.
That's right.
Killer.
Yeah.
Thursday night, right?
Is this going to come out before that?
Yeah, Sunday.
So
it'll be
okay,
this
cool.
Thursday,
There are more
Thursday.
things you want to add now that you know
I didn't think it was going to come
that?
out before that, so I wasn't going to say nothing.
Yeah.
I have. We're doing a show called Palladino's Revenge, where I'm going to go up and probably do about 10 minutes, and then Hot Rock
so
Super
then everyone
Joint.
can show up after that.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. So it starts at 7:30, but come in at 7:40 to not hear what I have to say. And then Hot Rock Super Joint, the great, really funny white rapper who does all weed songs, who does a fucking awesome live show. You have to see it. He's going to host. So he'll do a song, and then we'll have 4 comics go up, and then a song, 4 comics, 4 comics, until it's decided that it has to be shut down. And we got a lot of great comics. It's mostly people that came to see me when I was in there. Kevin, you get to go up if you want. It's cool.
Thanks, bro.
But yeah, like
break it down.
Bummer.
You would have gotten in an
Richie and
accident just
Brian,
driving down there.
definitely. They came to see me in the hospital, so that was cool. They were some of the first people to come visit. So they'll be there, as well as let's see who else. Gordon McKay, who came in and gave me shepherd's pie.
That's so Gordon.
That's so Gordon. Yeah. Big Scottish Gordon. Justin Tejan, William Leskowski, Jeremy Ditto. Who else? Bunch of people. There's a flyer
Peter
going
Pan.
around. Yeah, and it's a
What's on that night?
yeah.
The little musical.
Oh, is
Oh
it?
shit! I got to compete
then I
with
can't
that.
go.
It really is.
I got to compete with
Shoot!
with Christopher Walken as Captain
I was going to
Hook.
say, the walk-in did that.
But
What a
it's
weirdie.
also
Yeah, a
it's
little
kind of like
I
a
like
a donation charity show if you want. There's no cover, no drink minimum. Just a big party, really. But I will be collecting some money if you want to help me out.
Yeah,
because,
everybody, help him out.
Yeah, it's
And come out because it's going to be so fun, man.
I could use a little.
It's gonna be a blast.
I'm going.
All those comics with music in between, dude. It's a killer, different kind of show.
More than anything, what I really want is just a big party. Like, all I was thinking about when I was in there is just like, I just want a night where I just fucking see all my friends and just be up all night drinking in my wheelchair.
Are you hosting?
And then you'll throw up.
Yeah, and then go throw up. Yeah,
Cash that
But
one in.
This is my floating holiday for the year. Yeah,
You're your own
I
holiday.
haven't
gonna
cashed
host?
that in. No, Hot Rock is hosting.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, which I'm really happy about because the idea that guy, who's at a level where he should be getting paid for what he does, because he's awesome, but he's cool enough to be doing this for free. And I asked him, and he was like, absolutely. So he's a really cool guy. You guys should check him out anyway. So I'm really, I was really flattered when all these comics really helped me out, and that was really cool. A lot of these guys coming in. Kirsten Albert's buying me a Monopoly game and a Ninja Turtles blanket, and
Nice.
Ali Musa and John Hibby coming in with books, and
Who would have thought, huh?
yeah, Richie. Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Yeah.
readers, huh?
Boom.
They were like, I don't know what this is, but here.
It's a
like-
regift. They just regifted. Dude, what are these?
I don't know what you do with
You
these.
might like 'em.
Someone gave these us, and we don't want them.
Yeah,
Gave these us. Oh, you guys definitely don't read this.
I was going to say, maybe he should read a little bit.
And then just the stream of gifts, like Rihanna Valaire, she comes in and she gives me some edibles, and no, she didn't do that. Kidding. No, she gives me some tanning lotion, and I thought it was a joke, and I'm all like, great, thanks. And she's all, no, for real, you're gonna be here for a while. You got to get some color back. And I'm just like, that's not me, but I really appreciate it.
shit.
Yeah, so I have some tanning oil that I'm gonna have to use at some point.
So you
Save
didn't even
it
use
to
it
give
while
to
you were
someone
in
for
there?
Christmas. I could use it.
For a good.
Let me
for a rainy
fucking.
day.
Like when I heard that I was going to be in this place, first we thought it was just going to be 10 days, so it was like whatever. But then when it became more apparent that I was going to be there for a while, it was like, all right, well, at least I'm just going to grow this beard out to impossible levels.
Dude,
and
it's
just,
incredible.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm very jealous.
Thick.
Yeah,
It's
and when
not
I get a
easy
little
to
pale
do.
too. Look, I wanted it to be if people who didn't visit me saw me now, they'd go, "Oh my God, what happened?" Yeah.
We should have gone to see him before it was too late.
I think you went crazy in there. I really do. Oh God, look at him. Yeah. So it's funny. Like I'm not gonna trim this beard up. I don't think until I start walking again.
Prison changed you, man.
Yeah.
Dude,
I'm just gonna be like,
let it go, bro.
You've changed, bro.
yeah, hell yeah.
It felt like prison, didn't it?
The old Michael is dead. He died on the corner of 64th and McDowell.
Did you cry of happiness when you got released?
Yes, I did. I'm not ashamed to admit it. That's how much I
I
hated
know what that
place.
feels like.
Have you broken a bone?
Yeah, I've broken. I broke my nose in end of fifth grade.
Your nose isn't a
sixth
bone; it's
grade.
a series of dense cartilages.
Can you
Now
fucking
you know.
believe this?
Now you know. I thought you were the doctor.
Well, I don't know. I damaged my nose badly. I was playing soccer in 5th grade.
That's better.
I went up to head a ball. So the goalie punted
Edibles?
this ball. Motherfucker!
Edibles?
I went up. The goalie punted this ball higher than anything I've ever seen before in my entire
For a fifth
life.
grader.
And I was feeling super ambitious. So I was like, "Fuck it, I got this one." So I'm like getting underneath it, like getting in my header pose, and the ball is
You're
coming
on
down.
your knees.
Yeah, the ball's coming down way faster than I expected it to, and when it does, it just square on the nose, and then the second hit was the other kid trying to head the ball, whose forehead came down right on my nose
that's
after the
awful.
ball already came down on my nose. So I was on the ground just fucking flipping my shit, screaming because there is like blood just flowing, like projectile flowing.
You probably got a
my nose.
concussion too.
Oh yeah, I was.
Which
all
means you're
going
to be messed up now, from what I'm reading.
I am, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So I have a few good years left in that. And then I stuck my fingers in a blender once, and that caused some issues.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, man.
Do you
This
have all
was
of them
actually.
still?
Yeah, so I have this. I have like little scars on my fingertips still.
Why did you do?
I was
Hold
okay.
on.
I'll explain this.
Yes.
It's a very rational reason that all. this
Really?
happened. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh well, so to finish the nose story.
That last boysenberry.
To
just
finish the
would not
nose
cry.
story, I got a free rhinoplasty. I have a nose job. I have a nose job.
Free.
Yeah, because one of my best friend's dads did plastic surgery, and the other one was an anesthesiologist.
Oh, nice.
So like
Well,
literally
you just
they were
got
like,
it because it was like you didn't even need it.
No,
Like,
I needed it because my nose was super fucked
just
up.
did it in the
Broke
bathroom
it and
of their
like
I thought you meant this was
Uh-huh.
separate than your
No.
nose breaking.
He also
story.
got a tattoo.
Yeah.
This guy in
Yeah.
retirement.
I like broke it twice on both sides, so I gotta this is not my real nose.
Wow.
It's incredible, though.
Thank you so much.
Nice.
All right.
I'm very proud
Tell
of my
me
nose.
about you.
The blender story is this is right before I moved away from Texas. My mom is a personal trainer, ironically enough, and she was at work doing her thing. My dad was like at Home Depot or some shit because he played house dad for a little while, which was sweet. But it's besides the point. I decided that on this sunny summer afternoon, I wanted an icy. And of course, I can't leave and go get an icy because I'm a child, so I'll fucking make my
How
own.
old child?
Just finished 6th grade.
Okay.
Just finished 6th
So
grade.
riding your bikes places.
Yeah. So I let's do this shit. I get the blender, put some ice in there. I'm blending. I'm crushing some ice because I want to
Just
fucking
crush it.
icy, crushing the shit out of this ice, killing it.
Yep.
And I'm like, oh, some of this ice got stuck. I better move it around. Better shuffle this ice around. So like, I
While
just
it's
kind of like
moving.
stick my hand in there. No, it wasn't moving. But what I didn't realize is like as I put my other arm
Oh
up,
my God.
Yeah.
I accidentally seriously the blender was on for less than a second. It was like because I hit the one that like it only
Pulse.
goes as long as pulse. It only goes when you hold it. So I hit it and it was just and I was like and it sucked my hand and I pulled it back out real quick and I was like, oh fuck, I don't want to look at my hand. And then I looked at my hand and it was just like bleeding. I cut 3 fingers up pretty bad and like you can see this one's still kind of weird how like there's like no like a little corner right there. So yeah, between 3 fingers was like 40 stitches between 3 fingertips.
Ouch.
And it was a blender, you know how
But
the
no
blades
one was home.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you that. So my mom's at work. So you guys are parent. Are you a parent? So like if your baby calls you and says something like I did, I called my mom and I was like, Mom, I hurt myself, and she didn't even wait to hear another word that I said.
Some moms don't do that.
knew.
You'd be surprised. No, my mom totally was cool this whole time. with the
I
accent,
know
but
that
yeah.
there's shitty people out there. I'm just
Yeah.
saying like. All she had to hear was Mom. I hurt myself. She like runs out of the place. I pass out.
Alone?
I pass out on the floor in my house from shock.
And just
And
blood
that's how
all
you-
over
Well, I had a
the floor.
towel on my hand. But I did piss my pants, and I
The
got
police
pissed
just
all
happened
over.
to stop by. They're like, whoa, he's dead.
Yeah, I pissed my pants. I pissed my pants in this story too, because I'm passed out. I'm in shock.
feature.
So yeah, I did pee my pants. My dad gets home before my mom.
But you
And-
hadn't called him.
No, he just like
Right.
got
so
home.
Mom knows.
I think Mom called him though.
Oh, okay.
Because, like, I remember, and I wasn't passed out that long, because I remember, like, still being on the phone and hearing, like, Richie, what are you doing?
Snake?
Rich,
Snake?
So, like, she hustles
It's a
home,
Metal Gear Solid joke.
takes me to the hospital. I'm, like, freaking the fuck out, because my fingers look like bloody fingers, you know?
Like you
right?
put one in
That's
the
a good
blender.
metaphor, yeah. They look like blended fingers.
Oh.
And yeah, so like the reason like it was so fucked up because like you know the blades in a blender are like bendy and stuff. So she was like, "Yeah, this is just gonna take a really long time," and it took a really long time, and didn't have use of my right hand.
What took a long time?
Stitches and all that
Are
shit.
you right-handed?
Dude, they had to put like 6 shots in between my knuckles, which was a shitty place for really large needles.
Are you
Ask
right-handed?
heroin addicts.
Whatever. I am. Yeah. So got some extra dexterity with the lefty over here.
Yep.
Got some work in. Opening doors and making meals and stuff. That's what I mean.
Shaking hands.
Shaking hands, kissing babies, left hand kissing.
Wow. Left hand kissing.
I don't know what I'm saying. I'm sorry. So, those are my two, like, real-ish injuries. That's all I've ever really done to myself.
Fuck, man. You're lucky to have those digits still.
Yeah, it was just like 2 years in a row. I got all the injuries out of the way.
That's good.
So now I'm invincible.
Yeah.
Really careful.
Michael, you
I can
broken
never
any other
die.
bones?
I never had
what
any
I'm
major
saying.
injury until this past episode here. Most I ever did was I cut my finger really bad on a meat slicer. I was working at Teakwood's Tavern, and I was in the back, but I didn't need stitches or anything.
You just needed a sandwich.
Yeah, I needed some of those awesome wings that they have.
Wait, I didn't even ask you how'd you get in the car accident. Like, was it?
Oh well, I was on the corner. I was going east on McDowell, and I tried to go north on 64th. I was the last person making a left-hand turn. I was in the intersection when the arrow was yellow, and then it was a split second when it was green. And I think what happened was there was this lady who was timing the light, so she was cruising up pretty fast to a red light, and then once it turned green, then she must have been looking at the other light coming, and then she timed it just right to slam on the gas. It came out of nowhere. It was just no brakes. Just all of a sudden, this giant brand new Mitsubishi Outlander and my little old Hyundai, and I just no brakes, nothing. Just
So she hit you really
she hit
hard.
me really
okay.
hard. But I'm the one who got.
Because you were making the left.
I was in the intersection when the light was green. Even
Did she
though
get hurt
a
at
lot
all,
of us
or do you
do
even
that,
know?
right? Right.
That's what you do. That's
You're always
like-
there's always the last one in
allowed,
the
though, is like you can be in the intersection when it starts to change.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Yeah.
you go.
Did you know
But
you were
that's
hurt
also-
right away? Because a lot
I got
of the people.
I got hit and I don't even remember. It was just a big blur. The airbag went off and the steering column must have came down on my knee, and then I just spun around, and then she could have gone into a ditch, but there was a guardrail, so thank God that didn't happen. But I just remember this old man coming up and just being like, "You need to stay still, don't move," and it was that kind of thing where you're just so full of adrenaline. And
No, I'm fine.
I was just like,
Great.
"Don't touch me, get out of my way." And he's like trying to undo the seatbelt so I can because the seatbelt jammed into my pelvis. That's what broke it.
Oh, fuck.
And so he was like, just don't move. And I was just like, get your hands off me. And I undid my own seatbelt and I pushed him because I was just so like, you're in that mode where it's just like, everybody fucking don't touch me. And then I started walking, and then I realized something was up, and I took about 4 steps, and I must have been screwing up my knee so bad. And I remember this lady going, "Sit down, you're going to hurt yourself." And I just got to the curb and fell on my ass. And I was just lying on the ground, and they asked me if I wanted to go to the hospital, and I was like, no. Because I was hosting the showcase show the next day at Stand Up Scottsdale, and I
Committed.
was so excited about that because I booked it myself. I promoted it myself. I was like, this is it. This is going to be so fucking fun. This is like a big moment for me. I was so psyched about that. And then I said no to the ambulance, and then this lady was she was some snowbird. It was a rental car. She was on vacation, and she's screaming at me like 10 feet away, "You maniac! How could you just be in the intersection like that? You're crazy. You ruined my vacation." And I'm just
Oh my
like,
God.
all right, thank you. And the cop says to me, if you do decide to go to a hospital, don't go to Scottsdale Osborne because she'll be there, and I recommend you're not in the same building as that woman.
was she hurt at all, or do you know?
They put a neck brace on her and then
course
threw her in
they
the back of a fire truck and took her away because, they asked her, "Do you want to go to the hospital?" "You're damn right I want to go to the hospital." And I said to the cop, I was like, "Is she okay?" And he's like, "Dude, she's in a brand new Mitsubishi SUV, and you're in a fucking old Hyundai. It's like, she's fine. Like, she's totally fine." I haven't heard anything about her since. I kept asking
Thank
my car
God.
insurance guys, if they heard anything, and they said they're still investigating stuff. But it's weird. It's like, if I wasn't injured so bad and they said to me, "You want to go after her?" I'd be all like, "Hell yeah, let's go ahead and do it." But when you can't, walk, then it's just like, I just want to walk again. I don't want to go through all that shit. Whatever she wants, just give it to her. Of course, don't let her sue me, but, just if we can just resolve this and move on, it's fine. But, yeah, it was just that was no fun. I mean, I knew instantly something happened to my legs, but I thought I just bruised them up or something, and I'd be fine. I did not want to miss that show. In fact, I was in the ER, and one of the first people I called was Richie, and I was full of Dilaudid, which is morphine times 6. Mm-hmm. And I was like, "Richie, what did I say?"
The show for me.
And he's like, Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm fine. Just host the show. You're good.
Sorry, I was laying down at 6.
I was just like, I just remember you going, that's like the least important thing right now, man. And I'm all like, no, it's very important. Like to me, it was so important.
I was like, I got you, but let's make sure you're good first.
Yeah, no, I was so bummed that I had to miss that. And, but it's cool because I got another big show coming up soon, and that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to, like, the shittiest part about this was this. My whole plan was I was going to quit my day job. I make eyeglasses in a factory. My last day was supposed to be December 19th. I was going to cash in my retirement, and then we were going to go out to L.A., do a little trip, and I was going to stick around and then just try to set up shop over there. And that was my whole plan. I was going to just say, fuck this and move on with my life and do what I really wanted to do. And then this happens, and then I find out, for some reason, I didn't have disability coverage. And it's like, oh, shit. Like, really? How did I not get that? Like, I was like, there's no way I don't have that. And they're like, no, you don't. I still have a job waiting for me when I come back, but it's going to be another year of, like, rebuilding, kind of starting at zero. So, but, I mean, people have been really cool and really helpful. And, you know, the whole show, the point of the show on December 4th, I want to stress, is not about donations as much as it is about, I want everybody to just have fun. And a lot of people came to visit me, and I want to make sure that I pay back them with a fun night where we can all get together and just celebrate and everything.
That's sweet, but you can never do enough to pay us back.
That's true. You're right.
That's a joke.
It's no joke, man.
Joke.
No, dude, when you're in a setting like that, there's nothing people can do that, you know, like that's.
I mean, there's nothing that, like, people can come and visit and stuff, but
that's all
you're there.
Yeah. They could bring you milkshakes and watch HBO Go with you. But that means so much. You have no idea. It's just like, it's one of those things. I have a new appreciation for people like my grandma who's in a nursing home, because it's just like, I remember like visiting my grandma and then going, okay, it's time to go home. And then you're leaving now?
Yeah.
You're going to leave now? And it's so sad. It breaks your heart. And then like, you totally get that feeling when like somebody's like, oh, it's 9:00. I got to get going. You don't want to hang out some more? Play Grand Theft Auto? You don't want to? Yeah.
Please! Come on! You can't! Not these people!
Please don't go. Please don't go. Please don't go.
You don't know what they're doing to me? All right, see you tomorrow.
No, I'm just fucking with you. I'll see you later. But yeah, no, it sucked. It was, not fun. Not fun at all. I was so glad when I got out. I was like, I'm going to say goodbye to all these people and be nice and everything. And as soon as I heard the cars outside, I'm like, gotta go. Later. Clank, clank, clank with the walker. Just clank, clank, clank.
Man, yeah, that sucks, dude. The whole thing with that, like, taking off on a green light, one of the first things you learn when you drive is, like, count to 3 when the light turns green. And
a lot of people, like, they push that more in Arizona than most states.
Yeah, that too.
When the light turns green, it doesn't mean go. It means give it a second and then go. And a lot of people don't know that. This lady was from out of the state, and she's just, a green light.
If you're allowed to go, doesn't mean you should go.
Wait a second, especially if you're in Scottsdale.
Right.
Yeah, Scottsdale's hard enough without all that shit.
Anyone else sweating right now?
Yeah, it's hot in here. I'm
You're
sweating.
sweating?
Yeah, it's always hot.
Got a good lather going.
Because it's November
sweating
28th,
lather.
and it's
Thick
80
sweat.
degrees in Phoenix.
And you get the sun right
Oh, it was so hot yesterday for Thanksgiving. I was so pissed.
I don't care how hot it is. I'm wearing my jacket because I didn't get to wear the sweet jacket for 30
That's a
days.
cool jacket. I like that jacket.
I love this
That's
jacket.
a sweet jacket? Okay.
I think so. It's my sense of style, not
All
yours.
right.
So
No, I'm kidding. That's
Describe it for the audience.
nice.
it's your
it's
classic
nice.
Obey kind of Shepherd Fairey jacket with the pleather and
Leather
the hood.
hoodie.
That means vegan.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a vegan
I'm
leather
not an
hoodie.
animal.
That's how not
$30
leather's
at
cool
Buffalo
now.
Exchange, and this is my jacket for this year. This is my 2014 to 2015 season jacket.
I'm into it.
Yeah,
That's dope, bro.
every year I try to do a new jacket.
Yeah, man. Hopefully you get wasted in it on your floating holiday.
Yeah, dude. I'm bringing the wheelchair for that because I need to be sitting down the whole time. I can't wait to just be drunk in a wheelchair.
I'm going to find you some of those bags they have in planes in case
yeah.
you throw up. Because you will.
Attached to the side of like a
Yeah.
what we'll
bandolier
get you.
of barf bags.
Yeah.
I like that because I like talking down to you, so
It's cool.
if I can physically
And I like
talk
punching
down
you in
to
the
it's
balls,
perfect.
so
You guys are so cute together.
You know what I'm just saying? Like, you don't get special treatment just because you got some boo-boos. Like, I'm going to give you some shit. All right.
Said
Oh,
boo-boos.
you're one of those people.
What do you want? You want special treatment?
You already drive me around, so
I
that's
got
cool.
you Dutch Bros.
Yeah, I thanked you for that. You've done a lot, man. I don't know why you're lashing out at me.
I don't know. And I'm just trying to start shit.
Yeah,
I just like.
I'm not going to go in with this.
sincere about it,
I'm not
and
going to
people
follow
take it
you in
very
this
seriously.
bit. I'm going to be nice and make
That's
you look
fine.
like an
It's-
asshole.
It's making it very awkward for me. So
Kevin, if I ever couldn't drive or walk, would you come get me and take me places?
No.
I don't think he would
But
either.
you're married.
Yeah, but you're really one of my only friends, and I know you wouldn't do that. So,
I
I
wouldn't.
mean, that's pretty nice. You're quite a
I
guy.
am
you guys got a
one
great
of-
friendship working.
Yeah.
I really am one of anyone's worst friends.
Uh-huh.
I'm horrible at being someone's friend.
But you're a great dad, and that's what matters.
That's
No,
all
I
that
don't know.
matters.
That's where it all
Thanks, bro.
goes. And you, yeah.
I had to say something nice since I had just said some not nice things. So.
You said it to Michael. You
I
can
wanted
say
the
something
audience.
nice
That's okay.
to Mike.
No, it doesn't
Yeah.
matter. It all evens out. in the
All
end.
right.
God doesn't count it that way.
Cool.
It's just like overall nice things versus mean things.
Rest assured, big man's keeping score.
Oh, wait, I
Yeah,
did
he's
something
listening to this
really
podcast.
nice for you the
Yeah,
other
man.
day. Something I don't do for anyone.
Oh, yeah,
I
you
did that
did.
for you.
God damn it.
I did do that.
Yeah.
Kevin was feeling under the weather. Are
I've
you
been
still
sick for
feeling
like
under the
2.5
weather?
weeks.
Oh, you've been sick for a while. Yeah, what's up? Are you still?
Nothing
Are you on
now.
the mend?
It's like it's
We're gonna get him
allergies
admitted.
at this point, but I can't get rid of it.
Did you hear there's a guy in Awatuki right now who they think might have Ebola?
Oh Christ!
In
Seriously.
Awatuki? Where are
seriously.
you here then? You're from Awatuki,
I
right?
know, yeah.
Dude.
It's me.
Damn it.
Have you heard about that
Oh.
guy? No?
Oh no, but I don't. It's nothing. But
Oh, were you
like,
kidding
spit
about
it.
that?
Sorry, maybe a little bit.
I don't want that Ebola.
That was funny. It was like it was a real sign of the times going to the hospital in the time of Ebola because a million questions about Africa. Are you sure you haven't been to Africa? Do you know anybody from Africa who just came back from there?
wait. Last weekend, I fucking forgot. I was in.
Yeah.
I was in the Congo.
Oh, you know what? I
Shit.
I was born in Uganda, and I go there once a year, and I just came back. Yeah, big
Did
fan
you
of
say
Uganda.
Africa? Oh, I'm so sorry.
Thought you said Russia.
Arkansas. You say Africa or Arkansas?
You should only have to ask, are you sure you haven't been there one time? That should be enough.
It was so ridiculous.
you
It's
would
like
think.
nobody's died from it except that one guy who was from Africa, and I mean, like in the U.S. And like a million questions about it. I'm
It's
like,
still
no,
gotta be scary.
No,
like I still don't want it.
It's fake.
yeah,
You know?
it's
It's a fake thing.
Illuminati.
Don't worry.
It's something that
You'll be fine.
Illuminati.
people are so. Oh my god, I'm gonna get Ebola. Yeah, well, look at you eating McDonald's and shit and smoking and
Right. It's
Give
not
me
Ebola
Ebola.
you should
doesn't
worry
matter.
about.
I'm invincible. Remember, we already talked about
Yeah.
this. I can't die. I'm
immune
never
system is-
going to die.
They're going to use
SEAL
him
Team
to make
6.
the vaccine for anything. So,
Yeah. Well, so I was sick, and Nancy brought me Chipotle.
That's
you're
cool.
welcome.
But she brought me a fucked up order, so it's like
Oh, you can't even
Come
fucking let her
on.
have
I
that.
know. I almost felt bad.
Almost,
I almost felt bad.
but it's still Chipotle.
I said
so
black
shut
beans.
up.
it was
Right.
actually
Shut your
perfect
mouth.
timing. It was perfect timing. You dropped off Chipotle.
Did she not get the
and then my
guacamole?
son's mom
No,
was
I'm
right
cheap.
behind her to pick up my son. So I was like, I can enjoy my feast alone.
That's perfect.
Well,
Yeah.
I hope it helped.
It didn't because there was beans, and I hate beans.
But you just eat around them.
No,
The
I
beans
ate
were on
with
the
them.
bottom.
You couldn't
Beans.
eat around it. No, I ate with them. It actually wasn't too bad. What's the most sick you've ever been?
That's a good question.
Oh, I got norovirus.
What's
the
that?
Norwalk virus.
Yeah,
It was bad.
that's some serious
I
shit.
threw up for days.
Really?
Now I have that phobia that your friend has.
Emetophobia?
Oh, yeah, definitely. My whole family got it, like all within 5 minutes of each other. Like I threw up, then my husband started throwing up. Baby's Kaylee,
way.
who's now 10, was a baby at the time. Thank God she got it too, because neither of us could take care of her. So we're all just like sleeping and puking
Yeah.
and sleeping and puking. Because if she had been awake,
Active
I don't
and
know
such.
what we would have done. It was terrible.
That's awful.
That was the sickest I've ever been.
I don't really get that sick.
I have
I
for
get sick
a number
like
of
once a
different
year.
things, but no stories worth telling.
No?
Yeah.
I did a long time ago. I put a joke in my act about being sick with the flu, and right before I was booked on a gig for the weekend, and right before I was about to leave, I got the fucking flu so bad that I had to cancel the show, which
what you
isn't
get.
good to do. I literally I couldn't stop throwing up. I was on the bathroom floor for like days throwing up. And so I called my mom. I was like, Mom, you got to help me. I don't know what to do. I can't. This is it, dude. This is it.
Please.
So she's like, you got to go to the doctor. I'm like, I can't go 5 minutes without throwing up. She's like, you got to suck it up and get to the doctor, right? So.
Does your mom live in town?
Yeah, at this time. And well, yeah, oh, yeah.
At this time.
At that time and this time. But that time too.
So I make it to the doctor, and I walk in, and they're always, every time, they're like, and what are you seeing the doctor for? And the second they said that, I threw up.
Oh, no.
I was like, for that. I'm here for that. I was like, all right, you know what? Just go back into the room. If you need to throw up, you could just, throw up in the room. I was like, thank you. Doctor comes in, and he's like, what seems the problem? I'm like, this is it, dude. I'm going to die. Like, this is my last stop.
He starts laughing.
Before I die. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he starts laughing. He goes, what's wrong for him? I'm like, dude, I can't stop throwing up. There's nothing else in me. And things are still coming out. And he's like, dude, you have a really bad flu.
All they tell you to do is drink water and go home.
This is what old people die from.
Sucks.
He goes, yeah, because they're old.
Yeah.
You can keep fighting this. And
You must fight, Kevin. You must fight.
so I'm like, well, give me something, dude. He's like, Gatorade.
Yeah.
Just drink Gatorade.
And they're always mad
That's
that you
it.
came
I
in.
came down here.
Please
and
help me.
risked infecting all those people who didn't have the flu that now
threw
probably
up
are going to
in
have
your
the
lobby,
flu.
and you're just going to give me Gatorade and a bill?
Attaboy.
There's something about being this age and going to the doctor and hearing what they have to say. And like a lot of it is just like, just fucking go home and relax. Like, I heard a lot of that from doctors, just like,
could have been handled over the phone.
I'm just going to lie down for a while. I'm like, but I'm in a lot of pain. Yeah, I know.
believe
You
it.
got your leg broken.
Shitty.
This is what happens.
Don't
I
use
go
it.
into surgery, and the day before, this other doctor tells me that I needed to get a MRI because he's worried that I tore my meniscus and my ACL.
Have you ever gotten one of those?
No, well, that was my
Didn't they
first time,
just
but I
open
didn't
you
go
up
in
and
all the
see
way. It was
that?
just my legs.
I was gonna ask.
So yeah,
pop it
but I
open.
did not like it anyway. And then so the next morning I go to surgery, and the doctor that I was doing surgery was a different guy than the one that ordered the MRI. And I said, did you get a chance to look at the MRI before I go in there? I paid good money for that thing. Mm-hmm. And he's like, I don't need to see the MRI. And I was like, why? He's all like, because. He was like, it doesn't matter. The bone is more important. If you tore your meniscus or whatever, I'll fix that later. He goes, the only people that we would need to rush you in and fix your meniscus and ACL for are guys like Carson Palmer. And you're not Carson Palmer, he says to me.
racist.
And I was like,
So
thanks,
racist.
man.
Yeah.
So racist.
So racist.
Comparing me to another white man.
Hey, someone called
But it was funny. It was
ambulance.
just like how they'll openly be with you, just like, you're not that important for that. Like, just don't worry about it.
He's right though.
There's no money
He's right.
riding
You're
on
not
you.
Carson Palmer.
I got an
Not
MRI
yet.
once. And
That's a good point.
I'm never going to be Carson Palmer.
I had headaches, like, nonstop.
Yeah.
And I was like, I got to check this out. And so I had to go get an MRI, but I'm super claustrophobic. And
Oh, really?
so we found one that's an open one. So your body isn't in the tube, but they had to do my head, obviously, for the headaches. So it's just like a thing that goes over your face and a little bit of your neck. And when you look at it from the outside and somebody's in there, it's like, cool, dude, I finally found the one I can get in.
He's probably just like
Yeah. So then it's my turn to go in, and my
crazy
mom
robot
came with
noises.
me. My mom came with me on this one, and so you lay down and you can't move at all,
Yeah.
and it's 4 5-minute sessions, but you can't move the entire time.
Do they give you music?
No music. So they go in, and I'm instantly like, once it goes through the thing, after a minute, I'm like, I'm out. Forget it.
Quit.
And I'm like, I feel fine. These headaches
loud?
are bullshit, dude. I feel great. Yeah, it's really loud. Because these things keep popping nonstop around you. But the thing that goes over your face is literally like right above your face. And the fact that you can't move at all, it's like, you might as well just put my whole body in this fucking thing. This sucks. So my mom, who
Pobrecito.
I owe the greatest thank you in the world, right? So I'm like, I have to keep my mind off of this shit in order, because they wouldn't let me leave. They're like, you have to do this.
So you and your mom rap the Fresh Prince song together.
Kind of. My mom, I'm like,
Just
Mom,
made that up.
just talk to me the whole time so
Yeah.
we can get through it. Like, just talk. So I'll get my mind off of this thing, and I'll hear you talking. Well, for the first 5 minutes, she's doing nothing but asking me questions. So I can't answer. So after the 5 minutes,
you
I'm
make
like,
your bed
Mom,
tie?
and like, you can't move, so I'm just
Snagging
on my
you.
back. And the thing, like, I'm like, Mom, stop asking
She
questions.
should have just read to you.
She's
Read
like, oh,
what's in your
sorry.
purse. It's 50 Shades.
So she did 15 minutes of like stand up with no reaction.
So what else is going
This
on?
is how Kevin must feel.
It came back as nothing. Like, I had nothing wrong. It was like real bad allergies, which I have again.
You got an MRI for allergies,
But I didn't think
that
it was
you
allergies
would.
at the time.
You would.
I didn't think it was allergies at the time.
We've diagnosed you.
I
You're a
had
giant
headaches for
bitch.
like 2 months.
You're what we call
So-
a class A bitch.
All right. Yeah. You're right.
Okay.
What was the treatment plan?
It wasn't. It was just leave.
Leave, get out, go home.
He goes, just leave.
But now I heard they have MRIs where you can stand up, and they
'Cause-
just put the thing over your face and you can stand.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if that'd make it better.
I don't have a
don't
big
know.
problem with claustrophobia,
stand-up
but still,
tanning
I
beds.
I imagine because they
what
gave
that
me a
is.
CAT scan that was like a tube, and I was like, is this an MRI? And they're like, no, this is different. It's a CAT scan. But even that, I was just like, I don't like this at all.
Yeah.
And they put the dye in me. Ever had that done?
Ooh.
No.
The radioactive dye. They put that in my arm, and the guy who did it, this Mexican dude, is all. Before I put this in you, I just have to let you know, it's going to feel very weird, and you feel like you pee your pants. And I was like, okay, like how do you?
Richie's like, is that what
Yeah,
happened
these
to me?
guys.
I was like,
I know what that
shit in
feels
me in
like.
Jersey.
I was like, how can a shot make you feel like you've peed your pants? And then he puts it in me, and it was just like, ooh, no, I don't like that. And then just like through my arm, up through, and then down to my legs, and I was like, and I'm peeing my pants. Like, but I'm not.
Just let it go.
Okay, am I though? Like, it really felt like
felt
it's
like
just,
that?
yeah, it felt like I was just
Because it was
pissing
warm, like down.
It was just so warm. Like, it
It's a
felt
great
yeah.
feeling. I
And
felt
was
it a
just
lot.
Like, I don't like this at all. But the best thing in the world is Dilaudid, and I'm glad they don't make it in oral form because it was just like,
An edible.
oh, I just kept lying in bed and just like every 4 hours, that's when they would come back and give it like the 4 hour mark. I would just hit the buzzer. Nurse, it's time for my Dilaudid now, and she's like, we gotta stop. We gotta kind of wean you off of that. I don't think
No, you got to wean me off that. I don't have to do shit.
Yeah,
Besides sit here and take all the
it was
fucking
so
Dilaudid
clear.
you got.
Like, it was so clear that I was like, yeah, thank God IVs are hard to come by on the street. But you know, well, I mean needles, I guess. But
Yeah,
Yeah,
watch
well,
out
if
for
you don't know
street
the right
needles.
people.
if anybody out there can get Dilaudid for me, that'd be cool.
No, don't.
Yeah, don't do that.
Your show is a great way to traffic drugs. Thanks, guys.
You're
It'd be
welcome.
my
The
show on
drop-off will
Thursday.
be Stand Up Scottsdale, December 4th.
You have to see the show though if you want your stuff. Sorry, that's
I'll
it.
be on stage in a wheelchair, just with the needle in my arm.
Just waiting.
All right, guys. Well, any other stories you got?
There's a ton of stories, but you have to be specific. What do you want to hear?
I think that's his way of saying, say no, and I'm gonna wrap this up.
We're done already?
We can do this again, part 2 later.
Okay. Pardon?
Duh.
Pardon?
All right. We already plugged our social media, and once again, the show is Palladino's Revenge at the Taffy Room this Thursday, December 4th at 7:30. No cover, no drink minimum. About 20 to 25 of Arizona's best comics, in my opinion, and Hot Rock
And
Super-
Richie.
and Richie, and Hot Rock Super Joint is gonna be kicking out the fucking. He's our master of TH ceremonies.
Fuck this place.
And it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be like a real party, and I want everybody to come. You're really gonna have a good time there.
You really should come because it is gonna be a fucking sweet time.
Okay.
Slam Cracked is actually filming it too. They're
Really?
like a local. Yeah, they're gonna film it, and we're gonna try to see if we can do something with the footage.
That's dope.
Yeah,
But,
that is
yeah.
cool.
Uh-huh.
And definitely check out Lists of Fury.
Yes.
Because it's awesome. So much fun.
Thank you.
Here's my call to action: be good to each other. Stop arguing on Facebook.
That's just not gonna work for
That's
me.
what I want for Christmas. No, not you in particular. I can't tell you what to do. Just be good to each other, America.
But yeah, nobody cares what you think. Not you. I'm talking about people on Facebook
Okay,
that
all
have
right.
opinions.
No, you already did
No,
the
no, I'm,
damage.
I'm backing up what you said.
You already hurt me pretty bad, so I'm just gonna.
Well, that just means you're a bitch because I just said that I didn't mean it that way. And if you want to hold on to it and like that, and just
I'm a bitch.
It's gonna be a long drive home for you two.
It's gonna be a long
I mean, I
walk
love you.
home for him.
but I can't walk though.
Fuck you.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I
Look
just
at
try
me.
to be
Look at me, bro.
positive and
Look
shit.
at me, bro.
No, I don't wanna
I'm
see
sorry.
you.
I'm sorry. Yo,
All right, you two. That's enough out of you two.
Yeah,
you're not allowed to touch me right now. Okay, go away.
you're never allowed to touch me again.
You say that now. Oh, here we go. Here's Richie with his big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, say
How
it.
do you do?
Stomach. Is that what you were gonna say?
You were putting
Dick?
words in my mouth. You were putting words in my mouth.
Yeah.
This is us now.
In your mouth, bro. pizza and
It's great.
various
It's great.
treats.
In front of company. Cool.
We gonna do this here? We're doing this here? Great.
Let's go. Let's go.
God damn it. Embarrassed. I told myself I wouldn't embarrass myself again.
Yeah, well, you know that's impossible.
Thanks for having us, Kevin.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming.
And Nancy.
We have some talking.
Thanks
to
for
do
letting
now.
us besmirch your good name so much.
Absolutely. Anytime.
Who'd
Thanks
be
for coming
smirched?
out.
Nobody besmirched. We're having fun here.
Okay. Sure, if that's what you want to call it.
Yeah. I'll see you Thursday. Give me your money. I didn't mean that. I'm sorry. No. Come by and party. We're gonna have fun.
Kevin just has no words.
I know. I love what's going on here, guys. This is great rapport.
Anyway, we'll see everybody Thursday. It'll be fun.
All right. So for sorry.
We're gonna party so much.
Oh, dude, just go in your pants.
I was thinking about
Stand
joining
up.
your club. I don't know.
God damn it.
All right,
Kiss
guys.
Pants Club.
Thanks for listening this week. Again, you can follow me on Twitter at Kevin_Elliott. And the December 4th show, I'll be at. Richie will be there. Michael will be there. Nancy will attend.
I'll be there.
Follow Nancy on Instagram at.
And Garrigus?
Yeah, we're
Got it.
asking a quiz.
Yay.
There you go.
I'll get this.
Baba Booey, Baba Booey. Howard Stern's penis. Baba Booey, Baba Booey.
All right, guys. We'll see you next week.
Later on, everybody.
This has been another great presentation by the 4-Eyed Radio Network. You can find more information at 4eyedradio.com.